recovering emo kids, Amanda and Rob here at the Emo Kids Anonymous podcast. And on today's episode, we are joined by a friend of the pod named Kayla Moreno. She is a friend of ours, someone I actually met through the Fall Out Boy fandom, and she has kind of, found her way in the industry doing band photography, journalism, and she's actually has her own publication, Nowhere Fast Presents, as well as doing a lot of freelancing for other publications as well. She's interviewed a lot of bands from our scene, bands we have interviewed, as well as additional ones. And we just got to sit down with Kayla and talk about her experience, how she got in the scene in the first place, how she started with her photography and everything like that. Because I know I've had a lot of people who have always asked, like, how do you get into, being one of those guys at the front, photographing the band? So we get to talk to Kayla a little bit about what all that means and how that works for her, and a lot of other stuff, and a lot of Fall Out Boy, obviously, in between. So
end to end it, and there's like a teaser at the end that'll be there that I feel bad that we're gonna cut off. But Lord, if only they knew what we know. Kayla's a great time. Yeah. We've been dancing around her for a while. She was supposed to be on months ago, and we moved it, and it's nice to finally have her join us. And I think everyone watching will enjoy it. It's a very fun, interesting perspective that we don't normally have on this show. But like you said, there's a lot of people that want to get in the industry. I think this is like a nice little, so you want to, be adjacent to the stars, pal. You want to, you want to write about them. Here's how you do it. So it's pretty cool. I like that. Before we get to the interview, though, we should tell everyone to subscribe and hit the little button and like this and leave a comment and all that kind of stuff. Social media, Neverface Network, EmoKidsAnonymous.com. It's all down there. We have a Discord. This episode's brought to you by Protege. You enter Emo Kids at checkout. You get your first bottle of Protege for only $10. After that, you enter Rob, ROBB40. You get every order of Protege after that for 40% off. Without further ado, I guess, Amanda's got some wild text going on. You'll have no fucking idea.
I do.
Before we spoil any beans or worms out of cans, this is our interview with Kayla Moreno.
Hey, Kayla, how's it going?
Hi. I'm good. How are you? Wait, let me turn these up. Yeah, that was a me problem. That's totally a me problem. I'm like mildly congested, but it's just like the most irritating baby cold ever. So I'm totally okay with talking for an hour.
Good.
What kind of congestion?
Just sinus pressure. Yeah.
Well, at least it's not COVID or flu or something.
I've had too many of those COVID infections.
Really?
I was a sick kid growing up.
Oh, okay.
So I was prone to bronchitis. And I would get bronchitis every single year. Yeah, it sucked. So once COVID came around, I knew I'd be pretty susceptible to it. Thankfully, the shots have helped.
Good.
I'm gonna assume we're all team get the jab in the room.
Yes, 100%. Yes, my kids got their shots as soon as possible. Like there's no playing around here.
No.
I give my kids extra shots.
No, you don't do that.
Just to
piss off RK Jr.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I do have to say there is my tinfoil hat moment is this. As soon as that guy got put in charge of our health, I started getting sick again all the time. So like,
Yeah. I don't trust him.
We used to have a way of handling people in that family we didn't agree with, and I don't know why we changed that up.
Yeah, why'd that stop?
Yeah, for dyed-haired liberals, come on now.
I know. Yeah. I've been watching the love story on FX about JFK Jr. and Caroline Bassett, his wife, girlfriend, whatever, and their tragic end. It hasn't gotten there yet, but I mean, we all know how it ends. So I'm just waiting.
Dude,
the plane
crazy.
Crash. Yeah, it's
really
awesome.
I think it's funny.
It's a good story.
Being in California, me and Rob, we are well aware of Newsom, and I think it's really funny that his vendetta against Republicans is personal in that same kind of vein.
I like it.
Because of his ex-wife. And she left.
Wait, I don't think I know.
Yeah.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah. She's getting,
I don't think I knew that.
She's topping for, Dawn.
Yeah. And then now it's personal. So
I like it.
Don Jr.?
Me too. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Oh God, Don Jr. of all
Raise
the,
your standards. Come on.
I banged Gavin Newsom before I banged most guys.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
low down.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Good looking
Yeah.
guy.
That was
Part
a step
of-
down. I don't care what you
Gavin
say.
Newsom, by the way, he is welcome to come on the show, Gavin. I know
Yes.
you're
Yeah,
probably doing
anytime you wanna
podcasts,
come.
There
but
you
I would
go.
love to have you on. I'm
Not
sure
to-
you were like
Yeah,
a
talk about
jawbreaker
emo
guy.
music.
Not to
Yeah.
immediately ramble about politics, but
It's okay. It's okay. We always gotta slip some of that
It's
in
all
Right.
good.
there.
Yeah, there's been a lot
Kayla.
of failed
Yeah.
threats made. Usually they're not this early, though.
Okay.
But I love it.
It's
Yeah.
To be fair, it's everywhere in the music, and if people try to say it's not, but it usually is.
It is. Yeah.
Even as an art student in school, granted, I go to UC Berkeley, so we're kind of very dyed-haired liberal mentality there as a general populace, but all the art professors try to really nail it in. The art is political, and even making the
That's
active
good.
choice to um, avoid it or ignore it is also contributing in a very meta sort of
Yeah.
reverse way.
Exactly. I mean, who can look at Picasso's Guernica and not say that's not political?
Right. Exactly.
Like,
Or
come on now.
all the oil paintings of flowers.
Yeah. Let's face
There
it.
you
We all
go.
know what those really were.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, that is
They
true.
were
That
all
is true.
speaking.
We
Yeah.
did have a few lessons about that too, and now I can't unsee it. And everything that I look at, I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Yep. It's wild,
What is
isn't
it?
it?
Rob's lost.
Yeah.
He's like, wait,
You
what?
mean like the ones like you're like moms have in their bathroom? They're just like flowers and shit?
Kinda. Sure.
They look like a, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a vaginal thing.
Yeah,
it's
there you
the
go.
Okay, I
female
get it now.
anatomy.
Yeah, I get it.
There
I
you
get it
go.
now. Yeah.
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 Exactly. Yeah.
And
But
it really does. Kind of
it really,
crazy.
yeah. If you look at it objectively. Kayla, we are so happy to
Yes.
have you on.
Thanks, guys.
First and foremost, can you stand up? Because I've been contemplating buying that sweatshirt,
Yes.
and I have not bought it yet.
I don't know if I
So
can get
for
a good
those who
angle.
are like, why is she doing this?
Hold up.
So Kayla is wearing a recent drop from Clandestine Industries, which is Pete Wentz's fashion label. I Am the Dream.
Yes.
I want that sweatshirt. Is it comfortable? And size-wise, true to form, oversized? Let me know.
This is a medium. It's pretty true to form. I find that I'm gonna sit down while I talk about this.
Yeah, go ahead. You can do it. Ask her to stand quick.
Wait a minute. Half my face in the frame while I'm still showing the hoodie. That's hilarious. It's true to size. A lot of the clandestine stuff runs a little bit smaller. Back in my day, it used to be like junior sizing. It's not that bad anymore because I think
Or they don't slim fit to the body as the customer base, as rib cages start expanding.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Yes, they kind of got the memo that we all grew up a little bit, and we are all in our 30s buying this now. So it's a little bit better fit. The material on this one's kind of thin, but it's not bad. It's really soft, and sometimes I need a thinner hoodie being from here.
Same. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
But overall, 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Awesome. Okay.
Beautiful.
My bank account won't thank me for it, but I might
No.
purchase that later.
You should. If it's still up, I recommend it because that's the only thing, like the illusion of exclusivity, because some of these are limited drops and all that junk.
It was last week, and I was noticing that things weren't going as fast as they were like last year. And I was like, ooh, I think the economy has caught up with all of us, or the amount of festival tickets we all purchased have caught up with us now.
Or D, all of the above.
Or all of the above, yeah.
Merchandise McRibbing.
Yes.
Oh, 100%. Yeah. I mean, that's the only reason why it came back. Like, he wasn't putting out clandestine stuff for a long time.
Or even Ronin for a long time.
Yeah.
Ronin is like the forgotten middle child in Pete Wentz's career history.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
Wait, really? Oh my gosh.
He does not.
So.
Wait. Okay, so in 2019, Pete released a very limited collection of fine jewelry, but there was also a few clothing items in the line.
Oh yeah, I would have missed this.
It was, it was like a couple of rings and necklaces. I still have one of my original pieces from the line. I was like one of the first 10 orders because I'm super normal about Fall Out Boy, obviously. And
I have a friend.
Duh. We might know each other.
Yeah.
We might. That might be the
Crazy
reason this interview is happening.
Crazy way we know each other.
Right?
Whoever would have thought.
I know.
But he has been adding progressively to both clandestine and running, which is really kind of a cool thing I've been noticing.
The fine jewelry I'm
I know.
intrigued by.
Look, it's right behind me. Oh my God. Wait.
Beautiful.
Oh no.
Yeah, ever since they came back with Stardust, and I think when they started realizing that this, like, people were thirsting for Fall Out Boy, he's like, oh wait, I can bring this back, and nostalgia. People are thirsty for, because he's bringing back old hoodies.
Yeah.
I want the robot hoodie, and that's also there. So I want to buy that as well. That's why, I'm
holding out for the Stay Gold hoodie.
Oh, if you bought the Stay Gold hoodie, I would just hit send.
Those eBay reseller prices are nuts. I am not paying my life savings for.
They call it the posh markup,
God.
Oh, yeah.
No.
For a Gildan.
It's insane.
Yeah, a Gildan blank.
It's a Gildan hoodie.
Is it from the old ones? Is it still Gildan? Or was it Comfort Colors back then? Who knows?
It probably might have been Gildan's early on. I think a lot of people switched more to Comfort Colors as of recently. Yeah.
Well,
but
$600 for Gildan. It's crazy.
Right?
Crazy
Who spends
word.
that?
Me.
I know.
Me if I have to.
If it says Fall Out Boy, there's a good chance it might happen.
Yes.
Yeah, but I was thinking, to introduce Kayla. So anytime a guest comes on that I have put on our schedule, that's usually because we know each other from the Fall Out world, Fall Out Boy world. Scardy B with Sugar Going In, and now of course Kayla. We got to know each other just through the fandom. We actually met at the Motor City soundtrack show this past September, which was awesome because you're photographing that, and you also got to interview them. Correct, right?
Yeah. So I've also love that you had Scarlett on. Scarlett's a good friend of mine. So cool to see us all turn fandom into something really tangible. I think that's really neat. But for the Motion City show,
Fall Out Boy fandom kind of had like a lot of entrepreneurialism in here, huh?
Yes.
Shit.
Honestly, there are so many of us. There's my friend B who made phone cases for a while, or not just Fall Out Boy, but like all kinds of other bands. Like you can get whatever band you want lyrics on a.
I don't see those My Chem motherfuckers doing this. Cartel. Yeah, the cartel community isn't as good at the fucking capitalism.
Imagine that person.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's funny. But for the Motion City show, I was obviously in town for Riot Fest, and then it came up that they were playing the night before, like festivities officially began. So I was like, you know what? Or the night before I was supposed to be in town, actually. So I just extended my flight one day, and came in a day earlier, hit up their manager, said, hey, Kieran, can I come shoot? And it was my first time shooting a show on a digital mirrorless camera. For the rest of that year, I was shooting on film, which was a great way to get introduced to shooting. It made me a more focused photographer very quickly. But I did absolutely throw myself into the sharks by this. The Motion City show was like more low key. It was okay for me to like not know what I was doing. But my first big photo assignment was Riot Fest. So I literally was just thrown into the deep end. Don't know how to swim. Raw dog in it. Not a clue.
Insane.
Yeah.
So who all did you get to shoot at Riot Fest?
If I went down a long list, it would probably take the whole hour of our call.
Okay, who's your favorite that you got to?
Well, I had to do the big three, obviously. I had to do Cobra Starship, Gym Class Heroes, and the Academy Is. That was a really fun, like, triple round. And I know...
That's not who I thought the big three was going to be. That's a fact. Okay.
Well, it's the big three for the Riot Fest lineup of last year.
Yeah, because they're like right in a row, too.
I don't mean the Holy Trinity, whatever you were probably thinking of. No, it's not.
Oh, no, I was thinking of whoever the headliners were for Riot. I thought
no,
wasn't like
the headliners were.
Was it like fucking Blink or Green Day or something?
The problem with that is you have to, for certain festivals, you have to reach out to publicists directly or managers directly to get approval for headlining sets. And sometimes I just don't, after that experience, sometimes I just don't have the mental willpower to send that many emails and coordinate that many things and fight for slots or whatever. But for me, it was really just like emotionally fulfilling to be able to shoot those 3 sets in a row and hear Snakes on a Plane the way it was meant to be heard.
That is fantastic. Yes, and it's the way God intended it to be heard. Yes,
exactly. Shot the Academy's after show as well at Concord.
Oh, you got to do that one as well?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So obviously, we were just talking about how, fans turning their love of the art and the music into a career, and you kind of have done that. So tell us a little about, and that's why I wanted to have you on, because you've done photography. You also have Nowhere Fast presents your magazine on Substack as well, that everyone can subscribe to if they haven't already. That comes out quarterly, correct?
Yeah, we do like daily posts on Substack, but we have a print run that goes out quarterly. Because that gives us more time to be a little bit more intentional about what we put in the dang thing if we're going to be using up all those trees.
Excellent. So tell us a little bit about just how you went from just being a fan to like growing into turning this passion into an actual career, especially like in photography and stuff. Because I have a lot of friends, a lot of younger like Fall Out Boy fans actually, who want to be band photographers. They want to go and they want to be up there, photographing the bands. And just tell us a little bit about how you got started and what that journey looks like.
Yeah, it was kind of a happy accident in a way, but I think it was something that I had premeditated subconsciously. As you know, Amanda, I've been like posting about Fall Out Boy for years and years and years. But what I didn't know was in doing that, I was preparing myself to be a journalist. I was following the stories and I was chasing the headlines without even knowing what that meant. I was just posting what mattered to me and people were listening, which is the craziest thing. Like recently, and I mean literally yesterday, I opened Twitter for the first time in a long time and had a couple hundred likes on a post, and I realized, shit, that used to be my normal all the time. Which is a weird flex, but when you kind of I put so much time and effort into it. But for me, I initially started as a copywriter. I was writing really, really boring website copy for little startups and agencies and things like that. And I got sick of it because there was no soul in it. I was decent at it. I can type really quickly because people our age had to take typing classes in the computer lab.
Motherfuckers, yeah. Sean Miss Walters, yeah.
Yes. In elementary school, computer lab day was like the highlight of the week, whatever.
It was.
So I was technically proficient at that job, but it was like soul crushing. It was worse than when I used to work retail. I worked at Target for a very long time too. So eventually, when So Much for Stardust came out, I wrote a review for fun. Not what most people would do for fun, probably, but that's okay. And I was desperately looking for somewhere to put it. I didn't know how this stuff worked, right? So I asked around, and eventually I was referred to this indie outlet called Rocket Cider Press. They took it, and then they took me as well as a contributor, and I got to connect with a lot of industry folks like the ladies at Big Picture Media, who are really amazing. And they
shout out Natalie.
Yes, that's Natalie. Shout out Natalie. Shout out Becky. Shout out Dana. But they connected me to a lot of really great artists. I initially wanted to interview Gabe Saporta because Midtown had just come back, and I wanted to be a little gnat buzzing in his ear asking him everything. That didn't work out, but Becky introduced me to Felicity. They were my first interview. And so I started doing interviews like this on Zoom or via call. And it really just gave me a nice rhythm and a workflow. So to answer your question, short story long, obviously, I after stumbling upon it, I realized this was a viable means to put a little bit more of a focused effort into what I love, and found that I really enjoyed it along the way.
Yeah.
For photography, it kind of similarly just began on a whim. My ADHD loves to do that. It says, hey, let's try this, and then I try it.
Yeah.
And in that case, I found a film camera I really like, shot a few shows on film, realized that the turnaround was absolute ass. So I recommend it if you're going to be a hobbyist to start off on film, but if you have a photo pass, like, don't do that. Just buy a DSLR or a mirrorless camera. Don't need to be pretentious about it like I was. It's okay. But eventually it worked out because, it did make me more intentional.
Yeah.
I understand you recently. I say I understand like I don't, like we don't fucking talk about
That's
it.
okay.
What did you think of our friend Fred from Here's What We Aim For?
I was really surprised at how well we got along.
I liked him, right? I thought he was
Yeah.
a fucking sweetheart.
Yeah, and I think that that's one of the things, I think I know what you're getting at, but that's one of the things about this job that I really love, because you never know who you're going to connect with, and you never know who's going to resonate with you and even your work in general.
Yeah.
But with Fred, he made so many interesting points that I just wasn't expecting. So it forces, I think, us as journalists and people to kind of check our own biases a little bit when we.
It's the way it should be. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the way it should
I
be.
agree.
I don't know
Yeah.
if it's as much like that. Like I was very not surprised, but like a lot of people, everyone just goes into things with like one way of, they already have their fucking mind made up kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And it's a similar thing, I think, where you probably grew up like, not like emulate, like looking up to certain, like I'd said, like I was with our buddy, I said to Amanda before, where it's like I grew up in a world where like motherfuckers went to interview Osama bin Laden, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
we need to know what's going on in this dude's head, like
Right.
at the very least, you know, you don't tousle their hair, but like let's see what's going on. And I thought, especially like when he had time to expand on the thoughts, I was like, maybe I don't agree with the direction or the this or that, but like 90% of it, I'm like, I get what you're saying. I empathize. Yeah.
Right. He had a lot of very nuanced takes. And I say all the time that I usually learn more from people who are different from me. And Fred was very different from me, but that's not a bad thing. It's just kind of what makes life more interesting in general. Same with when I interviewed Chad Gilbert from New Found Glory recently. I thought I had parasocial one-sided beef with that guy. Because of all the things, all the like, drama news headlines you follow up, but you wound up watching from afar. I was like, there's no way we're gonna get along, like, but I didn't know him, right? So when I sat down and I talked to him, we had a similar sense of humor, and we were riffing off of each other, and it was a really great conversation. So I think people who want to do this should also think about maybe the way that they connect with others and how they can establish their voice in a way that presents not only themselves but the people that they're interviewing.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good point to bring up, because I know, like, as not that we call ourselves, Rob and I, we're journalists to an extent.
You are. We interview all the same people. That's crazy.
True. Yeah. But I know, like, a lot of times when it comes to journalism, there's this idea of like moral integrity, like,
oh yeah,
giving, like, why would you give this person a platform, or why would you give that person a platform? And like, what are your viewpoints on that, Kayla? You've obviously interviewed quite a number of people, a lot of the same people we've interviewed as well too. But what are your thoughts on that idea of, moral integrity, and like choosing who not to interview based off of whether or not you agree 100% with everything that they have to say?
I think that, well, I've been using this as kind of a joking example to some of my friends, because truthfully, starting with Chad and then progressing to Fred, it was kind of an experiment in that way, like a social experiment for myself to see how I would handle it. And I think that in any case, I try to see if someone has been controversial in their past, I want to see how they've made changes now.
Oh.
Right?
Yeah.
Cornball as it is, woo-woo as it is, I think Pete Wentz was wrong about one thing, and people do, in fact, change, much like the seasons. But, sorry, Rob. I gotta make my niche jokes with Amanda here.
You're good.
Yep, it'll happen. That's fine.
But I think that in these cases, there are places that I misunderstood these guys. So I took that into consideration when I decided to do the interviews.
Yeah.
Because there are plenty of, like I said, preconceived biases, etc. However, where I will draw the line is if someone caused like provable actual harm and it's continual, or if, like we were talking about earlier, that's part of why I brought up politics, because like if there's a serious political rift that's kind of irreparable, I don't think I could handle a conversation where someone's just disagreeing with me the entire time. It has to be productive in a way that our differences add to a conversation rather than just create noise.
No, I love that. No, that makes sense, because there's some people that you can have a conversation with them, but it's one side on your part, because they're not ever going to, not that they have to necessarily agree with your point of view, but see your point of view. There are people that will just constantly see just one side, and they won't.
Turns into like a rap battle instead of conversation.
Exactly.
They're just negging,
and only Eminem is good at those.
Yeah.
Right. They're just negging you for an hour.
Yeah, exactly. And that's, while it makes great clips, not necessarily going to be great journalism.
No.
So yeah.
For women, it is a bit harder for us in that realm, because you never know. It's a little bit more of a risk in that way, because thankfully I've gotten lucky, and nobody that I've dealt with is terribly biased against women. That's and good, shows it in their conversations. But I've heard some horror stories where a woman will go into an interview and just not have a very safe experience. Thankfully, like I said, hasn't happened to me, knock on wood, and I'm gonna try to keep that way.
Like in 2026?
Yeah, well,
within
the past couple of years.
Jesus, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Every time I think about female journalists and that experience, I think of the okay, I'm sorry, Rob, I'm going to bring up follow-up point because Kayla will get it. But the Jason interview, because I know, like, when you look in retrospect, you're like, she was trying to do her job, and she was young, and clearly, like, she's grown a lot since then. And I think she has some weird, political viewpoints or whatever. But, like, the way, like, Pete handled that, and then especially when he was, like, hitting on her, I was like, oh, when you look back on it, definitely not appropriate. Behavior Pete Wentz.
Especially because they were strangers. If I'm interviewing like someone I know really well and they're doing a bit or whatever, probably won't mind, but strangers, but I don't know you.
Yes.
The bit has to be something like pretend to be a lawyer, though, not just like sexual harassment. Sexual harassment's not a great bit.
No.
This is Rob defending our handsgun interview.
Oh no, I'm just saying, like, that was a good bit. Like, that was a good bit.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny. I was a bit exasperated, but it was funny.
Yeah, go fuck yourself, Jake. But the rest is great.
But yeah, there's a line for sure.
Yeah, 100%.
I just wouldn't want like bum people. Like that was like, because I'll interview anyone unless I think it would like bum out a majority, like a large chunk of the people that listen or something like that.
Yeah. No, I agree.
If it's weirdos who you don't give a fuck about, like whatever. But like I wouldn't want to like act like do anything that is actually like upsetting.
There's one guy that I think I'm not woke enough to set my differences aside with him to interview him, and I don't know if I can.
Is it Ronald?
Yeah, Bradkey.
Yeah, it's Ronald. No, same thing. Ronald followed our like old TikTok, and I remember like I sent him a DM like, "Let's fucking go, dog." Like, and then I asked one of my friends who's trans, like, "Is this guy actually like? Is he just being a troll, or is this guy like? Is this?" Like, what's the level of this, you know? Like, is he just having tasteless fun or this? And she's like, no, that would upset me. And I was like, aye, dog.
That's just Ronnie Radke.
No go.
Like, that's just how he is. Like, right. That's hilarious that it's the same guy.
Yeah, I figured. I was like, well, there's someone fucking, it's Ronald Radke.
There's like one person we all know. Yeah.
Ronnie's not welcome. Jesse Lacey. That's basically
yeah, that's
it.
another
Really.
one.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
See, that one wasn't even in my brain because I just
And the other one got the other one got taken care of. It's the only person I can think of.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yes.
Everyone else, you're
the
mainly
prison
welcome.
system took care of him.
Yeah.
Is that what happened? Yeah.
Shout out the mad lads.
Oh, that's crazy. What a
Oh
what
my
a wild
gosh.
field of work we found ourselves in, you guys.
Agreed.
I feel like other people don't have these kinds of workplace issues.
No,
Nah.
no, not at all. I mean, they might. I don't know. I mean, that poor CEO of that, not poor CEO. He's the one who
That's
got
true.
caught on the Coldplay. I mean, I'm sure
just-
they weren't really expecting that.
They could have just not reacted. That's what pisses me off about the whole thing. Like, just don't make
Yeah.
a spectacle of yourself. Nobody would have known who you were except
Yeah.
maybe
Right? Yeah.
your
It never would
spouses.
have gone viral if you didn't act that way.
Yeah.
And you did. So your lives
Come
got
on,
ruined because of
guys.
it.
Did it
So
to
did your
yourself.
business.
Did it to yourself.
So you've done a lot of freelancing,
Yes.
but now you do have your own magazine, Nowhere Fast Presents. So tell us a little bit about how you started that and what your goal is with that endeavor and what the future looks like.
It was a homework assignment, and I'm an overachiever.
A homework assignment for school?
Yeah, because I'm a reentry student at UC Berkeley, so I'm
Okay.
turning 30 in a couple months, and it's December, so like a while, but this year.
Yeah. Wait, December what?
29th. Wait,
No! Wait!
I forgot about this.
We have the same fucking birthday! Oh my god!
I forgot about this.
Oh, wow.
That is so exciting! Oh, this is so exciting! I forgot about that.
11, wow, that's special.
That's really crazy.
It is special.
And it's the most complex inducing birthday on the planet because everyone
It is.
forgets and ignores and oh god.
Tough
Anyways,
placement, yeah.
yes,
Tough
yeah.
placement.
So
Terribly tough.
but I was taking social media and journalism class over the summer, and one of our projects was to create an Instagram account for the beat that you're working in. And I was also doing a lot of other stuff. I was helping out at 924 Gilman Street quite a bit, and I still am. It's a venue down the road, Berkeley, in Berkeley, California. Green Day came up there, Rancid came up there, AFI.
Beautiful.
Couple of names you might know.
We know what Gilman Street is, Kayla.
The whole audience,
when Amanda was
right?
gone, someone said to me, sweetest guy, Wayne, he was like, are you familiar with like Midwest emo at all? I'm like,
Look,
Wayne, what the fuck do you think the show is?
I didn't want to mansplain it to you guys, but I had to mansplain it to the general audience who might not
No, you're
know.
true. There are,
you
we have some
should. If
audience
you're watching
members
this and
who
you don't know what it is, go read a fucking book.
Agreed.
Yeah,
but
we have
also,
some suggestions. I have a bunch of suggestions for you.
but also
read Wikipedia.
to name drop it so that it can stay open for the foreseeable future. I'll
That's
continue
true.
doing that.
Yes.
But I was working there, and I helped host a benefits show for families impacted by ICE raids, and we donated quite a bit of money to just individual families, their GoFundMes, their Venmos, whatever. Had like 8 bands play that day, including one of my elementary school classmates. His name is Neil Sorensen. He's in a pop punk band called Used to Be Valentine's. And it was just really cool to have that happen. And while I was in this process, as painstaking as it was, I thought, you know what? I'm going to do something about this, especially because the other outlets that I was writing for were kind of switching gears. Get Some magazine has pivoted to a more heavier, like I said, heavier sound that I don't really dabble in. I like hardcore music. I listen to it, I dabble.
Yeah.
But it's not my area of expertise. I have a very obvious home where I live in. And I've been here for a long time. But I just started thinking like, okay, I could carve out this place for myself. So I was talking to my professor, David Cohn, and he was kind of helping me organize it a little bit because with my ADHD, I have these big, broad ideas that sometimes need a little help being brought to reality. So he helped me come up with a format. So we're hybrid, digital, and print. We do quarterly print magazines. They're going to be slightly limited quantity, A, because of the trees, and B, just because physical media is something that's coming back, but we still need to help it out a little bit to get that extra push. And then we do our online content. So we post pretty much every week online. My friend Lexi, who also owns Punkaganda Press, helps with my art direction. So she does.
Does Lexi email us? Do we know Lexi?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably about Imbalance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I know her. Yeah.
And she helps create a lot of our graphic design on Instagram and such. And then I have another graphic designer, Frankie. So they're going to be working together on all the way the magazine looks, obviously with my oversight. And I have this great team of writers. We have 4 solid writers who are contributing regularly, 5 with me. But I think it's a really cool thing to have like a team rather than a set of employees, because I see everyone as, I would much rather be collaborating with these people to make it happen than like micromanaging everything they do. And then my goal, my big dream, because this was also obviously spawned from booking my first show, part of what I want to do is book a show that correlates to the quarterly magazine. So in my dream world, I would love to have the cover star of the magazine be the headliner of the event.
I love that.
So like 4 shows a year?
Yeah. And that's like
Sick.
feasible for an operation that's doing all kinds of other junk in between. And we have our own lives and things, and we're adults and talk.
Yeah.
But for my first cover star, I will give a little spoilerino. We're featuring Football Head and their sophomore record, because they've been my friends since I started my career. So they were my first in-person interview ever.
Oh, you grew up in the Bay?
I grew up in the Bay, but I lived in Southern California for like 12 years.
Okay.
So I was still in Southern California when I started my career. We moved back to the Bay Area. Me and my dad moved back to the Bay Area in 2024. And
where'd you live?
San Diego. But I would.
Oh, what part?
Mission Valley. I lived in Poway for a while. Graduated.
I grew up in PB.
Oh, cool. I graduated from Ramona High in Ramona, not the one in Riverside.
Wow.
Out of the boondocks all the way out.
Yeah, no, that's way out. No, we never went east of the 805 or the 15 like in Mission Valley. Like that was like Arizona to us. My dad was drinking usually during the day, so I think that was mainly like the play too, is like he just didn't want to drive like far, but like I thought San Diego ended in Mission Valley, like until I became until I was like 19.
There's like pie out there up the hill.
Julian pies. Wow. I've never had a Julian pie. It's supposed to be the best in the fucking world.
They're really good. It is a little wild to see Julian Pie Company go viral on TikTok every now and then. I'm like, that's really niche.
Wow, yeah.
Super weird.
Would you agree that the Mexican food in San Diego is much better than in the Bay?
Ooh, that's a roll of the dice, because look, okay. Look, okay, wait. Hear me out. San Francisco has a huge population of immigrants, my family being among them. Like my dad's mom came here from Sinaloa, so we had authentic Mexican food at home, like quite literally as authentic as it gets. And in San Francisco specifically, there's a lot of really good food from that time. It's a little harder to find out here in the suburbs, even in the East Bay maybe, but if you find like a mom and pop shop, if it looks like the cockroaches might be cooking the food, it's gonna be the best Mexican food you ever had in your life. The like grimier and jankier the restaurant, the grimier the restaurant looks, the better the food will taste. Read the Yelp reviews before you trust me on this, because results may vary, right? Yeah. But I think that there's some really good Mexican restaurants in San Diego, but there's some hidden gems here.
Okay, we're gonna need a list. I'll have to go.
Rob, you just have to go all the way up north and go check it out.
I'll make you a rank of our top 5 burritos.
Thank you, because I've been every year I want to do like a March Madness of just burritos.
There you go.
It's a big commitment. Yeah, 60.
That's a huge commitment.
It's a huge commitment. Well, I'd have a buddy do the eating instead.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
yeah, that's 2 a day with one with 3. No, I'm petite, but okay.
I tell you to start with I think it's called the Tiny Chihuahua. Let me fact check that. Hold up. I think it is. People would say it's overrated, but if you're starting off with Bay Area burrito places,
to say first bet.
Yes, I might have been something like that. Something with the word Chihuahua in it. Can't remember what the hell it's called. I know where it is. I could probably walk there with a blindfold, but remembering the names of things is hard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
However, I will say I do feel at an advantage career-wise being here. I will admit that there are significant benefits, even like living in the Bay Area now. Because like, what was it, 2 weeks ago now that I was at
3
emo night?
weeks. Oh yeah, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, but it was really easy for me to hop on a plane because the flight was like, I could barely enjoy my complimentary Coca-Cola before the flight was over. And I was already there. It's kind of nuts.
I was gonna go, but I bonked. I got hit by a bus that day, so I wasn't able to go. Yeah, it was a fucked up scenario.
What an immaculate recovery on your end.
Yeah, it was a wonky few days. Well, I mean, I hit the bus. The bus didn't hit me.
Oh, I see. All right.
Yeah, so different level of G shocks or whatever, but yeah, not great.
Makes sense.
Not good at all.
Yeah.
And you got to go to the Fall Boy show I went to, and I can't believe we didn't see each other.
I can.
No.
I was kind of lazy about that show, and by that I mean it was finally in my backyard, so I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
I came to that show after class. Like, I live about 30 minutes away from campus because the East Bay is like kind of a confusing layout if you've never been here. So I hopped in an Uber, went home, took about 30 minutes to get home, dropped all my painting supplies off at the house, got all the nasty oil paint off of me, and then hopped in another Uber to the city. By that time it was almost doors. And with the way the ticket situation was, it was kind of jank because you had to like be with the person who bought your ticket.
Yes.
And I met them from Twitter.com. Many such cases.
Damn.
Here right now.
Shout out Twitter.com.
Because they happen to have the right Wells Fargo card.
Yes.
Yes.
And I was trying to get a photo pass for that show, but I didn't have a direct point of contact for Fall Out Boy yet.
We need to find that one. We all need to find that one.
Oh God, I know. So it was like kind of I had to just buy general admission, but it was nice to like be at a show and just have fun.
Yeah, I agree. And a small show of theirs.
Yes.
We haven't done that in a long time.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Yeah.
I sat in the ADA because me and the person I was with had back pain, so we were pretty much up at the front anyway. It was awesome.
Yeah, you were.
And my back didn't hurt.
That's a good spot, the ADA. I remember that.
Yes.
For those who are listening who don't remember, now it's been like 4 weeks back, I guess. I took a literally 24-hour trip to San Francisco to see Fall Out Boy's one-off show that they did
weekend, right?
at the Regency Ballroom. Yeah, Super Bowl weekend. Yeah, it was, I guess, the host of a number of different shows that were also happening. Like someone said Benson Boone was also happening at the same time somewhere else.
That's crazy.
And and it was that, right? But it was like it was hosted by Wells Fargo, so you had to be a Wells Fargo cardholder to buy the tickets.
Yeah.
And in my case, one of my follow girls, her ex-husband happened to have a Wells Fargo ticket or card. And she said, "I'm using your card, buddy." And that's how we got tickets.
Sick.
Sometimes it works out if you're still talking to the ex. Right?
That's exactly. Me and Rob made the same face. We said, "What?"
You're like, that's commitment.
That is wild.
Shout out Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Why not?
Why not?
Okay. I was just glad that it wasn't at Bill Graham Civic Center. I hate that venue. I'm sorry.
Really?
I don't hate that venue. Oh, please let me shoot there. please. But also,
do you say Billy Graham? Like
no, Bill Graham, like the music promoter. My grandpa knew him before he died, but that's
oh,
not why I
Oh,
have beef
wow.
with that venue. It's just in a really bad part of town.
Oh,
Like
okay.
everyone says the Tenderloin's the worst part of town. I humbly disagree. I have more problems out by Bill Graham Civic. It's just kind of jank, and I don't really like. I'm not too reserved about city landscapes. I don't really care. Like, I'm usually fine. But if I'm gonna have problems anywhere in the city, maybe it's just because I'm cursing myself and assuming it's gonna happen and creating a bias myself, doing it to myself. But yeah, no. It's just kind of it's just a weird venue.
Yeah. So I've never been there, but now I don't want to go. No, I mean, maybe I'll go.
I don't want to put everyone off at the venue, so I'm sorry for ranting. But I think everyone has that one local venue where they just kind of have beef.
Yeah.
San Diego House of Blues.
Yeah, I feel you. I am the same way. Why is it built like that? Who designed?
My issue is that there's too many military people there.
Oh,
There's a lot of aggro aggression.
That's
The amount
true.
of people I've seen, it's like the only place in town where I've seen people get like punched in the face, and it's been like almost every time, and there's a common denominator here.
They're always
yeah.
they're always in their uniforms, so you just clock it immediately.
You live there long enough. You
No, I know.
You start to learn how to be discriminatory.
That is
It's
true.
like, fuck. Like, I had a buddy get punched in the face at a Matches Bayside show, and we're outside,
That's
and
crazy.
Sean from the Matches sees us, and I'm like, yeah, we're just here promoting our show next week. He's like, I'm like, we
Oh.
learned this from you. He's like, you're gonna be getting punched in the face a lot more, kids.
That's funny. The only place that I've ever seen a fight break out at a Green Day concert was the Hella Mega Tour in San Diego at the Park.
Where's the
At the
Petco?
Hella Mega
Yeah.
Tour?
Yeah. Too much. Yeah.
Embarrassing, to be honest.
It's one of the reasons I moved. Yeah, there's a weird energy sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not anti-San Diego. Before everyone comes to me in the comments, I'm not. I
good.
had a great time there, for the most part. I think that one cool thing about San Diego that's kind of similar to here in East Bay is it gives you proximity to the city, while giving you also a quiet environment to keep as your home base.
That's nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely something you want to have. So speaking of venues, what's a venue that you would really like to be able to shoot in one day?
Ooh.
Like, what's your top venue that you'd like to ever do photography in, or if you get a chance?
That is hard. I think I do. I think I can. I haven't really thought about a dream venue. I've obviously thought more about dream bands, but I think if I could create a dream lineup, I would just bring Fall Out Boy back to a small venue in the city.
Oh, yeah.
The Regency Ballroom is good. We have other hidden gems. I would love to see them play the Fox. I shot AFI at the Fox. Haley Williams is coming to the Fox. It's a really cute little venue. And I probably would have said the Fox, but I've shot there before. So I've already done it, crossed it off the bucket list. One cool thing about
there's 3 of those Fox theaters. They're
Yes.
it's like a weird little mini chain. There's one in Bakersfield or something too. Yeah.
And you can tell they're all part of the same chain because the logo is all the same. If you look on the marquee, it's the same design.
It's similar kind of marquee. Yeah, they kind of have that old school look. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like they look Fonda adjacent. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never been inside the others, but ours is really kind of quirky and odd in an endearing sort of way. They have gold Buddha statues in there, red eyes.
Shout out Buddha.
They have these balconies with Renaissance art and crap. It's really just a random thing to have in the middle of Oakland, but I love it. I saw Fall Out Boy there before, actually. Wait, what am I saying? That was the first place I ever saw Fall Out Boy.
How many times have you seen Fall Out Boy, Kayla? How many times you've seen them? A lot more than I have. How many times have you seen them?
At least 10.
At least 10? Oh,
least
really?
10.
I thought you saw
Maybe
them.
12.
I thought you've seen them.
I know.
Okay.
I was I started off as a fan really, really young. I was just telling one of my friends this back in December. I started off as a fan.
You're 10 years younger than me, so that makes sense.
Yeah, and the thing is, I didn't really miss much. I was there when it was all happening. I was just too young to go to the shows. I was telling one of my friends this back in December, and I realized we had been friends for so long, and I never told him how I even knew what his band was, and it was because of all this lore from like the Decadence extended universe, right? But we were just like talking about LimeWire, and I was like, oh yeah, that's how I know who you are, because when I was a kid, my parents got divorced. It was in like 2005 or 2006 or something, and
primo divorce years.
Yes.
Yeah.
And my dad's next partner had a kid who was 13, and I was like 8, something like that, you know? So like prime time for being influenced by somebody else. And she and I shared a room. We had one of those box TVs with a DVD player in it. And every morning she would play something. She'd play something. It was like Fall Out Boy, My Cam, you know, a lot of the go-tos, but also some deeper cuts. And I would also smell her burnt hair every day because we didn't know what heat protectant spray was. I'm sure it existed. We just didn't know about it. And
may have been too expensive too back in then.
Probably.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, no, I would have some that stuck with me. And at the time, she also had her LimeWire library. So when I got my first little dinky MP3 player from behind the CVS counter with pink Skull Candy headphones.
Yes.
Obviously.
Shout out to
Skull Candy.
Yeah,
Love
shout out
those
to
guys.
Ramona Target or fucking
Right,
the
now
Best Buy.
This was in the Bay Area. This was in the Pleasanton
Okay, damn.
CVS, Pleasanton, California. Which is the Bay Area, by the way, if anyone wants to try it. But a lot of people say it's not because it's at the butt end, but it has a BART station, you guys. Anyway, I digress.
There we go. Good qualification, actually.
Yeah, Bay Area Rapid Transit. If it has a BART station, it's technically. Anyway. I would have favorites, and when she was done with her CDs, she would give them to me, and she would give me the LimeWire rips that she broke our family computer with, because they all had viruses. Yeah,
piracy's kind of coming back. I like it.
I know, right?
I'm not huge on nostalgia, but LimeWire gets me going sometimes.
Yeah, it does.
You wouldn't steal a car. Don't steal a movie.
I've had my car stolen 3 fucking times. I had owned
He's like,
the
I will
right
do it
to steal a car.
3 times?
3 times, same street, 2
My
cars.
God. What?
Yeah, I'm allowed to steal 1 car.
I'm sorry. That
or
sucks.
download fucking 20,000 songs.
And like only
Go
one
fuck
of
yourself,
them.
Lindsey
Only,
Graham.
only one of them is gonna have a virus on it. You're gonna download 20,000 files. One is gonna be adult content, and that's it.
That's fine.
Yeah, you could just delete it real fast. It's all
whatever.
Yeah. Or keep it. I don't know.
Keep it, yeah.
That's your business, not ours.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, what's your friend's band What's the name of the band that you knew because of
I don't know if I want to name drop him in the chat.
Oh.
Maybe I can. Sure. It's the Academians. I was talking to him outside the show.
Oh.
They're coming out with a record, so I thought about it, and I was like, I'll name drop him to promote the record. It's great.
Yeah, no,
I've heard it. Yeah. It's awesome.
Oh, have you really?
Yeah, because
the
I'm
new one
reviewing
that's coming
it.
out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hmm?
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad to see like Adam and William. I'm glad to see all of them back and doing it.
Me too. It's funny, Adam Siska's the only person I've interviewed 3 times. 2 of those times were on the same day at Riot Fest. It's
for different like publications?
No.
Oh.
So when I mentioned my football head interview that started my career,
yes,
it was because Adam was in the band at the time. I don't know if you guys know about this. Mm-hmm. He started off as their original bass player. And it shows in their earlier music, their first record, you can really, really tell that's him playing and writing a lot of the material. He just has a very distinctive style to his playing that I think is very interesting. But I thought it was really cool that someone who, he's not that much older than us, or older than me, and older than Ryan, who's like my age, was helping up-and-coming bands get off the ground, right? And he was an equal but also a mentor. So I thought that was a really just neat dynamic. And I was like, can I talk to you guys for like 20 minutes? And he let it happen. So I was let backstage at the Say Anything show in Los Angeles. had like no credentials at the time because I done like 2 interviews before that, and they were both on Zoom, so they were really putting their trust in me. But it's been cool to grow alongside those guys the whole time. I've heard their record too. It's really good.
That's exciting.
Yeah,
I love that. So who's been your favorite person to interview so far? I mean, obviously you have some people you've done multiple times and some clearly close connections to them.
Everyone's going to be shocked by my answer, but it's Chad Gilbert.
Really?
I was so just surprised by how the conversation went. Because, like, the thing is, yes, I've interviewed some of my favorite bands. You were talking about the Motion City soundtrack interview a little while ago. That was really a cool project to work on just for personal gratification of everything. And it was nice to talk to Matt and Josh, who I don't always get to talk to if I'm like yapping with Justin or whatever. You put the 2 of us in a room, I'm just going to ask him a million questions, even if it's not an interview. I'm just neurodivergent. That's what I do. But with Chad, it was just really surprising to see that someone I thought I wouldn't get along with had quite a bit in common with me. He shared some. I slept with someone in Fall Out Boy lore with me because I admitted to him that that's how I knew he was. He said that happened because at the time, I think he said it was Jordan's favorite band. Fall Out Boy was Jordan's favorite band. So they shoved Chad in a closet and had him record the guest vocal.
Yeah,
and there
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's
and
really
there
cool.
it is. And that came out. That came out after the cover of Wishful Thinking that New Found Glory did, where Patrick sings on it. Okay, yeah, that's right.
I think so.
So they'd already, all right. Yes. So they already kind of.
I don't. It's gonna be the worst thing I ever say on this fucking show, and I've threatened violence on all people. Is there a chance on all of this? Just fucking throwing it out there. I don't feel any which way about it. I give the least shits about anything involving this. Is there a chance the Haley Chad thing that the guy that's been in a band with the same people this entire time, except for the one time they had to kick out the pedophile guy, same people this whole time? And then there's someone else who's had like 55 changeovers and has dated the band members, blah, 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 blah. Is there a chance that maybe it could be a he said, she said messiness on both sides and one of them isn't perfect?
I like that take, actually. I do like that take. Nuance to everything. And
there is nuance.
A lot of people don't like
Paramore
to
fans are going to fucking kill me. I just earned their trust, too.
Did you?
Well, I think, but you're
taking it away.
I came at Fred for them, and now I'm just like,
God. Well,
maybe she's a bitch.
I think, I mean, she's been really, that's one thing they might give you a little bit of grace about, because she has been really open about feeling guilty over that whole thing. She had to do a lot of therapy after that because she didn't feel really great about her behavior. So you might not get death threats.
And I don't think it's a bad thing either. I like someone commented today where they're like, our friend Eric, actually, I made a video about Paramore and like someone commented where it's basically the same thing. It's like, it's like when one person has all this stuff going around them, at some point, is it the person? I'm like, yes, but like people see, like, I'm like, people are going to read that as being fucked up, but it's like, the rock stars should be a little messy, like that.
Right?
There should be some weird nuance and shit to it.
Yeah.
Like, it's very new that we're like everyone has to be perfect.
No, you're so right. Yeah. I was just talking to someone today about how everything these days is really moralized, and that leaves very little room for human mistakes. And in a culture that's against AI and all that kind of stuff, it's a little bit hypocritical. Because. I mean, you want to try to be the best version of yourself, but part of that involves messing up sometimes and learning from it, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I agree completely.
This is why we lose elections to fucking 80-year-old disgusting orange reptile men.
Yeah.
Because we swallow our own goddamn tail.
Dude, being 29 is actually infuriating because when I started being able to vote, it was the first Trump election. He has been on every single presidential ticket that I've been able to vote for.
Damn.
And it's only paid off once.
I feel for you, Kayla.
Mitt Romney sounds kind of nice now.
Yeah. When the children, when the children yearn,
even John.
When the children yearn for the Bushes At least we got American
Right?
Idiot.
Yeah.
We got American Idiot out of that. Come on.
Yeah. I mean, we got some stuff. We got some Fall Out Boy songs about, you can only blame the war on so long on your dad. So there we go. Like, it's all good.
Who are we to judge someone for having fucking daddy issues too? Like I was saying before the start, there's generations of men abandoning their children and children trying to earn their father's respect. Like it's a classic tale here. Like we're gonna really get mad about the guy for like he didn't even really want the job. He wanted to be the commissioner.
I mean, Simple Plan. They all have songs about daddy issues.
They all really do, actually. You never hear a song about someone having mommy issues.
No,
you do hear them. It's called fucking butt rock. There's an entire genre of it. You just
so maybe
you're not dating men with enough DUIs.
Maybe I don't hear these songs, but they exist.
No.
Okay.
You're not familiar with the work of Nickelback and Breaking Benjamins?
Okay, I do dabble.
Eminem, have you heard Eminem? Eminem is mommy
quintessential mommy issues.
That man threatens homicide upon that Debbie Mathers lady, like in 29 fucking songs. Like,
yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy. I
wonder if he's worked through that yet.
I hope his
as a grandfather.
I hope his therapist gets royalties.
Yeah.
Yes, I hope so too. Yeah, especially if he's now a more well-adjusted human being. That person.
So it's better to have daddy issues than mommy issues. We're deciding that's good.
Sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe. She says
maybe.
Reservation in her voice.
Huge reservation.
Maybe question mark.
I love a good sweeping generalization. I don't know, I think that works.
They tell us not to do that in media studies classes.
It's true. We do not want to generalize.
Yeah. I did, however, get an A+ paper about Kurt Hummel last semester.
All the guys that make $10 million a year talking on TV do a lot of generalizing.
They sure do.
They sure do.
My God.
Yes.
That's not the kind of journalism we do. That sounds kind of more fun sometimes.
We dabble sometimes.
That is true.
Yeah, we stick our toe in, but
yeah.
But we don't go
Never
in.
Go
We
all
don't
the
go
way.
like
Yeah,
we don't go waist deep
You
or
don't
nothing.
get your hair wet.
I like touching the water.
It was a hair wash day the day before.
I like making the waves like when you put your hand outside the boat and it does the thing.
Yeah,
I like that. That's what I'm doing.
That's Rob's usual.
I just got one hand in the Stephen A. Smith emo Sean Hannity.
Oh yeah. You know what we can do with our last 50 seconds is debate what counts as real emo and where we draw the line. What is it? Is it really? He gets
shit.
If I like it, it's emo. If I don't like it, it's not. That's my rule.
Rob gets up and leaves.
Yeah.
Rob's like, no.
If I don't agree, then I call it pop punk or butt rock.
I mean,
it's called Nickelback butt rock. It's kind of crazy.
People do. I just always thought it was just alternative rock, and then I was like, well, I'm so wrong.
Oh my God,
times have changed.
I think that is a huge time shift. How that wound up happening, because there was, not to be all back in my day, back in my day,
we're also way older than you, so please back in your day so we can pretend we relate.
Well, we were all the same generation. No, we're all the same generation of emo and how it came up and stuff. So it just meant something very different when we were growing up. It meant like the burnt hair that I would smell every morning.
It's true, yeah. Like the stick straight hair.
Yeah, there was a very specific look to it. It started off as, well, when I first started seeing it, it was more something you saw at first, and then you eased your way into the music. Now it's kind of the inverse. It's more music focused than aesthetic focused.
100%. Yeah, you won't see Tades from Hot Mulligan straightening his hair. Well, maybe his hair is straight. I know it's long, but
unless he wants to. That's another band I interviewed. They're really good. They're really cool. I interviewed Ryan from Hot Mulligan. Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. Yeah.
Think about that.
Hot Mulligan is awesome.
They're really sweet.
No, I think there's the emo we all saw on paper in the media, which is the straight hair, and then there's the practice stuff was a lot different.
A lot of us, since I was a little younger than you guys, enough to make a difference at the time, Now, obviously, it feels kind of a very similar lived experience.
Yeah.
But at the time, I wasn't so much allowed to outwardly express it the way that I wanted to.
No.
I'll show you guys some of my baby pictures because they're really funny. I did still have, we've kept it to the left side for a very long while. You know,
I think I go left side too. Wow.
There you go. It's just
right,
you too, I feel like it's just a natural reflex.
It is.
The millennial reflex to put your side.
It's never going anywhere else.
And then I would be in like kind of normie clothes because, well, both of my parents are alternative. They're in like really, really heavy metal.
Really?
Yeah, my dad's a heavy metal guitarist, and he spent a long time in the thrash metal scene here in the East Bay. Came up alongside little bands you guys might know, like Exodus and Metallica, little tiny baby bands, you know.
Because the Bay Area has quite the underground thrash
the
metal
underground
scene.
niche indie thrash.
Did those guys do okay?
Yeah, I think they did. Yeah, they might have sold like 2 records or something. You know?
Yeah, maybe.
Lars Ulrich.
Yeah.
Shout out Napster.
Yeah, they may have gotten a song covered by Fall Out Boy once or twice. I don't know.
There's a Fall Out Boy cover of a Metallica song?
Yeah.
Did y'all see my TikTok?
And they
Which
did
one?
it for me.
There's a lot of Fall Out Boy.
They did it in San Francisco
for me
4 weeks
specifically.
ago.
Obviously.
Oh no, they did San. Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah,
Sandman.
Sandman.
Patrick sounded so
Which
good.
was
wild.
Amanda, do you remember?
Wild.
I feel like I've been gaslit on this, but there was an old bit from the Boys of Summer tour announcement video. Or I think you do know what this is because your Twitter. That's wild, Amanda. The Metallica cover. That's wild, Patrick. I say that's wild, Patrick, all the time, and nobody understands why. I
know. No one gets it
because it's funny. Rob completely lost.
You talking about the tour they did with Wizard Khalifa?
Yes.
No.
I went to 2 of those.
There was like there was like a little
there was
like promo.
Yes, and they made a joke about Patrick being on vocal rest. He was trying to name songs they were going to put on the set. And then Pete jokingly says, Metallica, that's wild, Patrick. And it just became a part of my vernacular 10 years ago, and it never left.
Same.
They also covered another very niche thing for me. They covered Crazy Train, which, rest in peace, Ozzy.
They did.
But I exist because of Ozzy Osbourne. Like I said, my parents huge in the metal scene. They met because my dad and his friend were sitting at a bar, and my mom used to sell flowers at bars in town. And
your mom was one of the ladies that would go in and be selling the flowers and shit?
Yeah.
Sick.
And she was like
amazing.
this sweet little autistic goth girl. Dyed hair, thin brows, Susie and the Banshees makeup,
Sick.
you know. She was super, super shy, but she heard Dad talking to his friend Mike about having an extra ticket to see Ozzy Osbourne. And that was one of her special interests. So she got real brave.
Ozzy was her trains, yeah.
She got real brave, and she said, I'll go. And then here I am.
Look at that.
So
Thanks, Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, seriously.
It's a beautiful story. Yeah.
Thank you.
Damn.
Kind of funny. I think it's hilarious, to be honest with you.
I do. I love it. Oh my gosh. And then your mom was like one of the ladies who sells the flowers.
Yeah, I know. So she already like kind of knew who my dad was because she'd seen him play a couple times, and in the local scene you start to know who's who, and she had a crush on him from afar. Long-haired guitar player, many such cases, understandable.
Pretty hot guy?
That makes sense.
That's my dad. I don't know.
Speaking? She's like, I cannot answer that question.
The client declines to comment. What?
Okay.
That's valid. I don't know if I could comment on that.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, I guess.
I don't know if my dad's a hot guy.
Yeah, like what am I supposed to say?
No.
Sure, I guess. But he did have the curly, long metal hair.
Yeah.
Sick. The Kirk Hammett hair?
Yeah.
Sick.
Oh God, I'm gonna tell him you said that.
That's dope.
He's
That's
gonna
dope.
he's gonna love that one.
He's gonna run with that one.
Oh
yeah.
no, I'm never gonna hear the end of it.
Yeah. All right. So we can, Mr. Moreno.
Yeah.
Hot guy.
There we go.
Right there.
Rob said it, not you,
Timestamp
Kayla. It's
it.
okay because Rob said it.
The quotes
I
on the
didn't say
screen don't
shit.
specify who said
You're
it.
gonna AI splice your voice into mine, and then it's gonna be me saying it. I'm sure you
No,
can
I
do
don't know
that
how to use
somehow.
it. I'm just going to do the shittiest impression of it and gaslight anyone that tells me it's fake.
Rats.
Speaking of causing trouble and the like,
Okay.
if Kevin Lyman doesn't put us on a list, a
Mm.
band list, I understand you're going to possibly be our photographer.
Yeah, I was
Warped Tour.
I was hoping to do that. Especially now because
Oh,
I
that'd be
did reach out
amazing.
to Never a Phase Network about hosting the print magazine on the website because I don't have the bandwidth to
Ryan hit me up and he mentioned I was like I know her, like I know who that is.
Great.
Yes.
Imagine
10 out of 10 recommend.
you said I don't know who that person is. Like
who's
who's that?
Pass.
But I needed a place to like sell the stuff because we can't do that on Substack. And so I asked about that, but it was after I asked about possibly shooting Warped Tour for you guys. I was there last year with a media pass because I'm crazy, and the way that I got in was I interviewed Kevin Lyman. I probably could have just applied for the media pass through Get Some magazine at the time, but I decided to go the extra mile. So I Googled Kevin Lyman's email, found it, it worked. He replied, and then I interviewed him.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Good strategy.
Thanks, it
Wow.
worked.
Who knew that he
I was
replies
there.
to his emails like that? That's good to know.
Oh, wait. I'm going to take that back so he doesn't get a flood of emails to his advice. Wait, no. Actually, he didn't respond to that. None of that ever happened. Sorry, Kevin. Please let me shoot.
I can't hear you. Let me move the money out of the way from my ears.
Please let me shoot.
Sponsored by bands.
Please let me
put you on our thing. Yeah. So
thank you.
if I guess blacklisted, we all get blacklisted together. But if we get in, you can come.
Thank you.
50-50.
I mean,
50-50.
I don't think Rob could get us blacklisted.
I wrote an article and it came out
too
today
charming.
where I said they need to change how they book everything because it's irrelevant to people under a certain age right now.
Yeah, and I don't think that's necessarily a
It wasn't
crime.
hurtful. I mean, I left at the very end where I was like, P.S. I'd also maybe not book the fucking Predators and stuff. But the rest of it was like, I was nice. I was just like,
everyone else.
This is what I would do here. I don't know how to do this. I've never done this. You've done this. Instead of paying $100,000 for All Time Low, why don't you pay $40,000? Put Saturdays at your place there. It's already going to sell out. People are already going to fucking bitch about the lineup regardless. But then maybe young people are going to think it's cool because if you're 17 years old, like unless you're like super, no offense to the younger people that might be really into those fucking bands. Like there's kids like that with Fall Out Boy too, but like those are very niche kids. Like those like.
Right.
People want their own alternative music, and we're just giving them like our alternative music, and we're the parents' ages now almost. It's like that shit, like
it's not cool.
It's gonna die off when like our generation gets more back problems. Like you want to like give those spots, which I thought was nice.
True.
I thought it was nice.
It's true.
Unless
for every young kid I've seen that says they like Fall Out Boy, I've seen like 10 or 2 like either don't know who they are or think they're lame and because they're not hard enough or they're not
I mean
your children don't know anything.
Like we liked Nirvana and stuff, but also even then by those certain points like things are like priced out of your like,
and that was even a little out of our age range too. We were a little bit young for those things as well. I think it's really interesting because that's how Warped Tour started. Not to flex my Kevin Lyman interview again, but I did mention that when my mom saw the old touring Lollapalooza, it was when he was still doing the operations for it, or at least some of them. I can't remember what his exact title was. Like I said, my mom worked under Bill Graham Presents, which was he was the music promoter that Jimmy Page punched in the face because he thought he stole a bunch of money. It wasn't him; it was their manager instead. Long story.
Different guy deserved that punch.
Yeah. But true story, by the way. May he rest in peace. But the touring company had music discovery at the forefront of its ethos, right? Kind of like the old Warped Tour. So that's how Kevin Lyman established the model for Warped Tour was by building bands like Lollapalooza, but by building bills like he did on Lollapalooza. In my mom's case, one of the years that she went to go see Susie and the Banshees, and Ice-T was also on the lineup. So there's my 5'4" goth mom, white face paint, black eyebrows, dyed hair.
Was it Ice-T or Body Count?
No, it was Ice-T. Oh, wait, it might have been.
Straight
I don't
up
remember.
Ice-T?
I think it was just straight up. I can't remember.
Sick.
You'll have to look it up. It was like 92 or something. I don't know. It was early 90s, but she left a lifelong fan of Ice-T.
Wait, look at that.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
I always
know.
just think of like the John Mulaney bit about Ice-T.
I know,
He's like,
same.
you tell me this guy has a thing for girls with pigtails. Like,
Shit.
wow. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think so too. And that's and like, even when you were saying earlier, like about the differences between like what's emo, I think right now there's this divide, and like I think a lot of the larger institutions, media-wise, in our world, like we cater really hard to this nostalgia thing,
Definitely.
and it's I think we're gatekeeping the shit. Like I say, we like collectively, like we fucking aren't, like not us. Like we'd be putting on, we've got fucking 70 interviews with fucking brand new bands on here, but like, like I think like it's like, oh, we're just kind of hung up on these older things, and like it creates this like pecking order, and people, you know, like there's this divide. It's like what I'm saying, like. There's this world, like, the people, like, that are 35 are like, well, cool, the Whoop Tour, this or that. But if you talk to someone that's 25, like, we talk to bands all the time, and they're just like, I don't.
Oh, God.
It doesn't mean shit to them.
There was one of them who didn't even know, like, if that Fall Out Boy still made music past, like, 2008. And I was like, they came out with an album in 2023. What are you talking about?
Yes,
They were just headline festivals. I was like, bless it.
It's not relevant anymore. It shouldn't. It shouldn't be like.
No, you're right.
We should be put out to pasture in a way.
True.
You know, like.
You know, my dad actually says that about himself. He calls himself Eeyore. Might as well just put me out the pasture.
Yeah,
it's an old donkey.
To play devil's advocate, though, I think the problem is that our age group also has all the money.
Yeah,
but our age range has also always had the money. But there was also
parents did.
Our parents, but also that's like this age range. But like also, it's a weird thing where we are spending more on it too. So like, it's a safe bet right now for and for the media company. It's like, you know, you're gonna cover the My Chem thing because that's gonna get the clicks, the falling and reverse, like that's gonna get the clicks. But like, it's almost like you're saying with the fallout with like the clandestine drops. It's like, oh, this one's not going as fast as the last one. Well, if he does it fucking 5 years in a row, they're not gonna fucking sell out as fast immediately anymore. It needs to go away. Like
it's true. Yeah,
it's. Warped Tour was gone for 5 years. That's an entire, like, we're talking about like a 5 year, like now it's no difference, but like we're all like 5-ish years apart where it's like, those are totally different worlds at when you're younger at the time. Like 5 years, like that's an entire high school. That's what, you know, like these kids don't have, if you're 9 years old, you don't have an attachment to it. And now you're 15. I mean, and it's like, why should you want to go to this thing that's a bunch of shit for 35-year-olds.
Right. I mean, I did.
No, that's a good point.
But I was a little weirdo, and my parents were listening to thrash metal in the house. So
yeah,
but like there's definitely there's outliers, but like we were not the normal ones. Like that.
No, there's a reason why. When we're young, taking a break this year, like there's a reason why when you're young,
yes, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Like all of us are like we're strapped thin now. Nostalgia, you guys gave it to us for like 3 years in a row. What else could you do? I would say they jumped the shark with the MCR Fall Out Boy.
Well, there's only so much they can do with that has its...
That was peak. You can't make it up. Yeah.
There's no one else in this world that they could do there. Like Ryan's like, it's gonna be Stomp Club. I would not be surprised if it comes back next year and the headliners are MGMT and Mumford and like something like it's Vampire Weekend and MGMT like are the two headliners or something.
Mumford Sons has new stuff coming out because they're just on SNL.
They did.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Didn't they just release a record?
They did. Yeah. So there's a lot of Stomp Clap is coming back around, Rob. So I would not be surprised because, like I said, Mumford Sons was just on SNL 2 weeks ago as the hey. Or it's like little talks by the monsters, not the monsters. Yeah,
I'm gonna die. I will die on this hill.
I
want to save rock and roll. I just really want to stop.
I was in my late 20s when all that came out.
Come on.
Yeah. The Zooey Deschanel of music. That's what all that stuff.
Oh my god!
Is. It's like
from the New Girl soundtrack onward. But she also did that one movie where she did the soundtrack for it. With fucking, what was it?
500 Days?
No. It was way less. It was not nearly as popular.
I know what
she
you're
had like
talking
a quirky
about.
little Zooey Deschanel soundtrack that went with it.
Yeah, it was
Like
like
she
a
and
very
him, or she
indie.
like curated it.
That she like sang the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
I saw her.
it
I saw her
was.
at Coachella 2010 or
It's very.
11.
It's an
randomly.
indie film. I don't remember what it was
There's
though.
like
But I know what
the
you're talking
album
about.
cover is blue. Someone help my ADHD, please. God,
Someone in the comments.
help.
You know.
My Adderall is wearing off. Help me.
I don't know.
Um,
But I see it coming back around.
Yeah, I know. I totally agree because everything comes in cycles. I think that one thing that you and I both do well as media entities is what Rob was talking about. We find a middle ground, right? We're able to. We were talking about this briefly with Fall Out Boy. We didn't really get to finish the conversation there, but they're doing a great job at honoring the past while focusing on the
Yes.
present and looking forward
They do it
towards the
well.
future. Yes.
Yes,
And they
do.
bring newer
Yeah.
bands on, and say like you use that
Yes.
spot to kind of like, and it's protecting because like,
Yeah.
okay, Fall Out Boy is headlining right now, and Hot Mulligan opened for them.
Right.
Yeah.
In
and
5
now look at
fucking
Hot
years,
Mulligan.
there's a very good chance maybe something where it's like
The main too.
Hot Mulligan's the headline, and it's like,
Yeah.
who you meet on the way up, you meet on the way down.
Right. The main
Yeah.
too is a great example. I mean, they were already pretty big by the time that they toured with Fall Out Boy, but it only made their platform bigger. That's another band
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
interviewing this week. I'm actually really excited about.
I think we are too.
Oh,
I
really?
think we interview all
They're
this.
in the,
we do
yeah,
same
because it's the
people,
press cycles, and that's how it works.
yeah.
But yeah, no, the.
But even then, like you keep going. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. No, I was just gonna say like the way that you can kind of curate our dream festival lineup is A, let us book it, and B,
Yes.
find a way to save room for as many generations of artists as you can. I was talking earlier about how Adam Siska and Footballhead was a great middle ground there. He's not that much older than me. Like he is just old enough to be a helping hand if you're just getting started. He literally did that for me. He did that for Footballhead as well. So if we kind of borrow from that sort of ethos, then we'll see less of the nostalgia cash grab marketing, because people will realize it's far more effective to rebuild the communities that those nostalgia campaigns were built on, you know?
It's nice. Like what I try to do, like for ours, like if we have like an older act like that, like that feels nostalgia based, I'll like specifically the one after is gonna be someone small, like when we did Gabe, it was like, okay, the week before we had Dear Marianne and Madison. Whereas like they're very like big in like newer DIY, and then it was like the Almondsville guy, where it's just like, I like you, you're cool, we text, you're my buddy. Or like after the cute is what we aim for one, I was specifically like, okay, this feels very off brand. And then it was like the We Hate Rowan one, and I was like, they're small, they're fun, they're cool.
Yeah.
It's like ethical, like evens out kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't want us to, it's like, be cool to get someone like that, but it doesn't help anything. And it's like, that's almost for us. Like that's for, like if we interview Patrick Stump, that's for us.
Oh yeah, that's for Amanda
that's for us.
specifically.
Yeah, like that's
only for me.
Yeah, like that's for, I mean, it's sick for me, but there's levels to this. Like, it's like, that's for us. Yeah, but we need, then it's like, okay, after that, we need to like it's taxes, you know what I mean? Like,
you gotta pay,
I agree. I'm kind of the same way. I was also explaining that to someone who was like kind of surprised that I took the interview with Fred, because we are very different people, and like it'd be easier to assume that I would take interviews with people I've tried to phrase this differently, because I did like the guy, like he was nice, but people I might not think I would like, or versus like the obvious choice. It's so easy to just interview your favorite bands all the time, but that's kind of boring.
Yeah, and for you as a journalist, because how are you going to grow in your
get better at it?
Like conversate. Yeah, exactly. Like if you're interviewing people that you know everything about,
and if you're too big of a thing, you're jumping to like. You're starting the interview on like page 20 sometimes, where it's like you're so deep, like
in that
you might get like like if we had someone like a Matt Skiba here, like I might start asking weird, and it's like
niche questions they don't have answers to.
People would be like, what the fuck's going on?
Like I would try my hardest not to be weird around Patrick Stump. I can't promise anything.
The Fall Out Boy Archive pulled it off.
Yeah, they did a really
pretty
good job.
Yeah, they did a solid job.
Yeah.
And they didn't have J school training. So good job, guys.
No, because they're young. A lot of them are so young.
Yeah.
On
No,
the
it's
Fall
really
Archive
amazing.
team.
Yes.
I would,
yeah.
I'd be real quiet about if I went to journalism school, I'd be real quiet about that in this, in the Fourth Reich right now.
I know.
Yeah, actually, I would too. Yeah.
I shouldn't be saying that out loud. I'm both.
Right, I'm like, no, the fuck those journalists, right? Yeah.
I didn't go to a liberal university.
Yeah,
I went to
no.
a Bible college.
I'm here to own the libs. I have a camouflage hat somewhere. I wear it sometimes so they think I'm one of them.
I'm not Latina. No.
You're like, no.
Like, no.
My last name? No.
Don't look at it.
It's like Dan Marino. That guy was like Polish or
there you
something.
go.
We just changed the vowels.
No, you say it's
to
Italian. That's what
It's
people
Italian.
think. That's
There
what
you
my
go.
last name is.
Italian.
Everyone thinks my last name's Italian. I'm like,
Yeah,
no, my
Italian.
husband's dad is from Peru.
Yep.
So that's. But
Until
no,
you meet
it's
someone
Italian.
like really, really old timey racist, and
Oh my God, they know. No,
yeah.
they also will know. Like, that's what's crazy is sometimes people look at me with my points at the whitest features imaginable. Like, they'll look at me and they'll somehow know where I'm from, and I'm like, that's messed up. That is terrible.
That is messed up. Wow.
There's this clip from King of the Hill where they're like talking about the neighbor, and they call him like Vietnamese. They're like, and Hank's dad Cotton walks over, and he's like, Laotian. Like,
Oh my!
like, what the fuck? It's like it's almost like it's like regressively progressive.
I was
it's
just
like
gonna say that.
in a
it's
way.
better than like you talk to a lot of people. Just every Latino person is Mexican to them, and like I've lived in LA long enough. I'm like, no, trust me, there's difference to
so
these
different.
foods. Like they're
Yes.
different. Most of them don't even most of these other nationalities maybe don't even like Mexico. Like
my grandma used to refuse to eat rice in her burritos. She used to say that was an abomination because that was like a weird Tex-Mex thing, I think. And she was like, what the hell is that?
I'm with your grandma.
Me
we don't
too.
do that. But I will also put French fries and carne asada in my burrito.
A California burrito kind of bangs.
Well,
it's like Taco Bell or Chipotle. You don't go in there thinking that it's Mexican food. You go in there.
No, it's just America took a little we took a little twist on it.
Like
There's some
Panda
fucking
Express.
Yeah, not Chinese food.
No.
Yeah. We just added more carbs. I don't know why we did that.
I don't know why
That shit
But I was saying
bangs.
the same thing about when you mentioned King of the Hill, I was thinking about, again, I have to mention Glee because I just wrote an A+ paper. I got 98 out of 100 on a paper about Kurt Hummel and stereotyping, which is such a funny and unserious. You've never seen Glee?
No.
Oh,
Kurt is
new bit just dropped for the show. Oh God, Rob reacts to Glee episodes. There you go, guys.
Oh my God,
They
Rob.
I've never fucking seen Glee.
You need to see their cover of MCR Sing. Yes,
I don't think I don't know if I do.
Think it gives you hell with all their rejects? Yes. I love Glee.
My aunt cast this show. I've never seen an episode.
What?
My aunt was Martina.
Serious?
In Vancouver. She's the casting director on it.
Glee was like everything to me for like
me too.
4 years.
Unironically, it was my favorite show for the entire time it aired. Yeah. If I missed an episode of Glee, I was having a terrible day.
Before the whole whatever Lea Michelle's kind of a bitch behind scenes came out, I watched it because of her and Jonathan Groff because I saw Spring Awakening. Oh yeah, me too. I wanted to sing like her.
I was a theater kid.
I saw Spring Awakening.
It shows.
Yeah, exactly.
We can tell.
Yes, we can tell. This is Sorry, Rob.
But
it's understandable. It's understandable.
But it's a similar kind of show as King of the Hill, and that it was both regressive and progressive is what I was trying to say. Tangents aside.
Yes, that's
Sorry
true.
to everyone who's neurotypical watching this episode, trying to.
So confused.
Everyone that watches this show's got a little autism.
Oh, good.
Good.
Oh, thank God.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah.
I see the demographics. It caps out.
How
on
do
that
you
one.
see that?
They have to check. This is RFK's America. You have to check a box now that says, I'm
not a robot.
Yeah, there's a list. It's fucked up, but for analytics, it's good to break things down like that.
Right, but there's a lot of media from the time in which we do our journalism endeavors that's both progressive and regressive at the same time. Glee and King of the Hill are really good examples, and hilariously, they both aired on Fox.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Richard. Rupert Murdoch. Outside of his news network, he was really willing to push the people that ran the network, the actual TV network. Like they'd kind of push the envelope.
But that's because that's
envelope.
what made them more money. They weren't just like secretly progressive
No,
in their
they're not.
values.
No.
Yeah.
He was donating to the Republican campaigns while that was happening. I just did a shitload of research on this because I kind of clicked in my brain one day. I was like, wait a minute. The show aired on Fox. That's why it was like both offensive and really progressive at the same time. Like there is some stuff on Glee that would not pass today. I often think of the episode where they have Artie, the kid in the wheelchair, get up and do safety dance. And like
I was gonna say, I know they did like some wheelchair gimmick stuff. I feel like I've seen clips in my head.
They danced with wheelchairs. That was interesting. That's interesting.
That was really
Just
something.
like walk a mile in the fucking wheelchair shoes here.
Yeah.
Like, motherfucker, you can get out at the end. Like, that's not the same mile.
But at the same
No,
time,
it's not.
stuff like that seemed to us to actually be progressive. Like, not to sound reductive or ignorant, but like for a lot of people, that was their first exposure.
Yeah, we can act differently, but like, yeah, we enjoyed these things at the time.
We really did.
Like,
Can't rewrite
It reminds me of, I was just watching the documentary on Reality Check about America's Next Top Model and how Tyra was trying to be progressive in like putting more Black women in there.
Yeah.
And then, but then at the same time they do like the changing, swapping race stuff. And then of course getting on them about how thin they were. They're not thin enough. Yeah, the body stuff, and then changing their teeth and all that stuff.
When all of us were kids, we would like go grocery shopping, and then the Weight Watchers magazines would be in the checkout line, and I think that's crazy.
It was
work.
awful.
Shout out Snackwells. Yeah, there was a lot of like shitty fat.
God,
like I feel like
terrible cookies. Oh,
part of the reason America got so fat, honestly, is probably just like the shit. Like they're like, milk is really healthy, and so are all these things that are fat free and sugar, and it's like.
We've circled back.
Yeah. Now, we really
makes no sense. Even though milk is like poison to adults.
Time is a flat circle.
Never drank milk. I haven't drank milk in 26 years.
I don't drink milk either. I have cereal, but it's usually freaking Cocoa Pebbles. like there's no nutritional value in that.
No, I'll raw dog the cereal. I eat it out of the fucking box.
I used to do that when I was a kid.
My kids do it.
When I was a kid, up to like 6 or something, I would have my mom would bring like a little Ziploc bag of dry cereal, and I just
rolled up like it's a fucking quarter ounce of weed. It's like Raisin Bran.
Eat those Fruit Loops. Like that's where you go. Yeah.
Roll up some fucking Cap'n Crunch.
What was the one with that whack ass? Not the it was like a bee, but it was like a really weird looking bee.
Honeycombs.
Yes.
Honeycombs. Yeah.
The honeycombs.
Yeah, honeycombs. I don't know if they still exist now, but I remember honeycombs.
I used to love that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, which is weird because I also think of the Bee Movie with Seinfeld, which was strangely sexualized for a Bee movie, but whatever. yeah, exactly.
My most viral YouTube video was the Bee Movie, except it's backwards and sped up or something like that. And I got like tens of thousands of views on it back when I was a YouTuber.
Yeah, I've seen that. That was you?
I'm sure you have. Yeah, it was like millions of views. I can't remember.
Sick. Yeah,
oh my God.
I just leaked the numbers.
That's the only way I've ever seen the Bee Movie.
It was like 42 seconds long. I sped it up. I reversed it. And then I published it to YouTube. Made $0 off of it, but I thought it was comedic genius for that one.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
It is pretty good.
Better than anything Seinfeld's done since like 97.
Oh, God.
It's
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's, he deserves that
older than anything he's done too.
He kind of deserves that drag. Considering everything we've learned about him since then, go ahead.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
Larry David was the fucking the smart one. As time's gone on, it's like, oh, okay.
It's like when we see. It's like when the Cheneys were starting to make a little bit of sense, and hell hath frozen over. Like what's that one meme? The heartbreaking, the worst person makes a great point. That one.
That's how I feel about Marjorie Taylor Greene right now.
Yeah.
She should not make any sense, but yet I'm like, I still don't agree with the majority of things you say, but why do you make more sense than the rest of your party right now? That's not normal.
A broken clock.
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Right. Yeah. My
dad. Do you listen to emo music? I won't call you Hulkus Hogan one time, I promise.
My dad calls.
She does have like a beautiful hot dog glow to her though. That my dad has that same thing, and I want to know how they get it.
It's
Chrissy Noem's out of a job. You can always ask her to come on the show.
It's the pure hatred in their heart. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what emits the grease. My dad calls her margarine. because he says everything about her is fake. I don't think that's good.
True.
Margarine, that's nice.
Yeah.
Like
margarine
fake butter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it a lot. Very, very good.
I'll tell you that he's over there. With our dog,
Beautiful.
probably.
Okay. We have who? Marjorie Taylor Greene or Chrissy Nome or all of them?
Yeah. I don't think I know the Chrissy Nome. I mean, they're like a lot of these white women on my television start looking the same to me, Amanda. I can't tell.
Well, if they're a Trump
I thought
bot,
Skylar
then yes.
White and the lady, I thought the girls in the Breaking Bad and the Better Call Saul, I thought those were the same lady.
people.
We're talking about progressive regression here. Like, yeah,
That's
like
crazy.
I didn't know.
That's crazy. But valid.
There are some
Fair enough.
actresses who do look alike.
Yeah, true. That is fact.
It's the like
I don't know if those two do, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the Jessica Chastain, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Oh, those two.
Yeah, they get mistaken. And then Christina Hendricks, I think
was
sometimes
just gonna say that. Yeah.
The redheaded actress.
I think I'm in the right. Yeah. I'm in the right field of study because all I speak in are media references. It's kind of ridiculous.
You are.
Yeah.
It's really wild.
If you're not living your life like that, how are you living? I just don't understand.
True. That is true fact.
We read a book.
Well, that's still media.
Even that's a media reference.
That's still media.
It's like old timey media, though.
It is not.
I say
the things we consume are based off of books.
Wait, I say as Twilight Eclipse is literally right in frame, right there.
Yeah, that's
there we go.
That's from the Bush years, is it not? Or was that Obama year? That's like right at the cusp, huh?
Yeah, it was
cusp of Bush.
Right,
Obama
yeah.
years.
There's a really hilarious photo of me reading it when I was 12. I had no business reading those in middle school. I don't understand how those were junior novels because they had some pretty graphic stuff.
They did.
It's okay.
Yeah, that sex scene.
Robert Pattinson when he was laying pipe and the whole house like broke or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it. Yeah, I didn't read the books of it. I saw the first movie. I went to this. Yeah, I saw the first one.
Unless it sounds like something a guy who's seen all of them would say.
No, I saw the first one like 5 times. It was really. I lived in Oregon, and
you know what? That's fair. I would also do that.
It looked like it had a nice look. And I remember I went to see the second one in theaters. I think is I don't fuck with werewolf stuff at all. I don't like werewolvery. Yeah. I think there's a part where he like transforms or something. And I mean, this is 2000, and it's just like I remember just being like,
I was gonna say, even with the
fuck, it's stupid. Like I didn't like it. But I liked the first one a lot. I can't front.
So what you're saying is don't introduce you to the Omega-verse in fan fiction. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, no. Honestly, Draculas and vampires, I thought I was iffy on as well. But there was some kind of like, they have like an element of like class to them. This there's this old money thing that I was kind of interested in though. You know, like there's a little more there. Whereas like, I don't think I like wolves. I don't like big dogs. Scare
Too animalistic.
I have a Chiweenie.
Big dogs. I think I'm scared of. Yeah, I'm scared of things that I think can hurt me.
I have a Chiweenie. He's like 10 pounds.
Yeah, see that's comfortable to me.
Yeah, he thinks
I'm the
he's
Chiweenie.
Scary.
That's comfortable.
He thinks he's scary. He barks at everything.
Yeah,
he's not.
It's relatable. Yeah,
he's really not. He's the least threatening thing.
Were you Team Jacob or Team Edward then?
I was Team Edward. He was a basic bitch. Sorry.
No, Robert Pattinson. Yeah, that's a fucking. One of the best actors of the generation too.
No, genuinely, he is really incredible.
He's grown.
I think
Robert Pattinson's the shit.
Everyone in the cast who's still acting has made tremendous progress since then. I think, to be honest, the problem with a lot of film adaptations is that the characters get watered down to pretty much nothing. My grandmother's favorite, my grandma on my mom's side, so not the one who came from Mexico. She lived a very different life. This one was like really into anti-war protesting, moved to a Sufi commune in upstate New York, very Hare Krishna, like medicinal assistance in spiritual practices.
Is this like the 60s, 70s time frame?
Yeah, my mom was born in 1970s, so my grandma was
the hippie. Okay,
yeah, like the true facts hippie. So her favorite musical, and she was the one who made me a theater kid. So her favorite musical was Hair, and I often think of the film adaptation with Beverly D'Angelo and rest in peace Treat Williams. Used to reply to my tweets, and because I was a fan, I loved that movie.
Everwood, for folks who don't know who Treat Williams is. The dad.
What a guy! He really used to reply to my tweets all the time. He was probably surprised.
That's cool.
That he had like a 16-year-old fan. He was like, "What's happening here?" But it was because of this film. And it was only after she died that I got to see the stage production of it. And it is like night and day, right? So they took away half of the storyline for some of the main cast. You never find out the female lead, played by Beverly D'Angelo, is an NYU student who's a protest leader and stuff like that. She's kind of more of the love interest of the main characters. They also swap out who dies at the end. So that's like a huge thing. And I think
it's a weird choice.
I know. It was a really weird choice because the whole point of the musical was these kids run away from home. They find a tribe of people who are like-minded. Yep. They burn their draft papers. But the one guy who didn't burn his draft papers is the one who died. But in the film, he has one of his friends like stand in for him for a moment, and then he's the one who dies. And to me, that just doesn't make any sense. So
yeah,
growing up, I didn't really care because it was just on in the house all the time. And I think my grandma just liked that I loved a version of it. She's like, well, close enough. But then she passed away. We went to go see it in her memory. And I was like, oh, wow. I was so wrong. And I think a lot of adaptations since then have faced similar fates.
Oh, yeah.
Twilight, Harry Potter.
The Rent adaptation on screen. Oh, Harry Potter is a great example because Daniel Radcliffe has become a phenomenal actor.
Absolutely.
And even Rupert Grint, but like they all had to become characters of the persona they had to play. Like because there's so many characters, they have to dumb down every one of their personalities, including like even Draco. In the books, there's so much more. There's more nuance to Draco that you empathize with him more. Right. Even Snape, another great example. Even though Alan Rickman, Sir, may rest in peace, is a phenomenal actor. Before this, they had to even. They had to take so much of his backstory out to fit everything in.
Or back to the reason I circled back to Harry Potter is Rob was talking about werewolves. Remus Lupin.
Yeah, great example. Remus and Tonks. Yeah, that whole their relationship, everything.
Oh,
yeah.
Not a fan of J.K. Rowling. To be clear, disclaimer.
Yeah, we are not.
Out of 10 would recommend.
I read the books before. I read the books before.
We are just millennials, you guys.
I support her trans journey. But like, I think she's trans, right?
She's in denial if she is.
She writes books under male names.
She sure does. I have those Cormac. I bought them before she became a.
No, same. I have an original.
I mean, before, but it's like a hindsight's 2020 because it's like in hindsight, the Irish kids always blowing stuff up, and the goblins run the banks, and like there was a lot that like that is one where I'm like, fuck.
The goblins.
There's a lot like right in your face on that one. I'm like, fuck, that like fucking Cho Chang.
Like,
oh god. Or the Parvati twins.
Have you guys ever seen? Twins? Yes. Have you guys ever seen a Harry Potter musical? Shout out Derek Chris. We were just talking about Glee.
Yeah, I have. Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah.
They actually were among the first people to call out the Cho Chang thing for being racist as fuck. There's like a little bit where they there's this little interlude song where they use the most stereotypical phrases that white people would know in maybe Mandarin, maybe something else. I can't remember everything.
Gosh.
But they were just totally ripping into it, and they were ahead of the time because none of us had figured out yet. They were very except Team Starkid.
I'm sure the Chinese people probably felt that way too, but I don't know if they were fucking
they probably did.
But
I don't know if they were fucking with Harry Potter much.
I mean,
it made good money overseas.
Yeah, it really did.
State media, they allow those books up.
Yeah, it was a global. It was a global sensation for sure.
I thought fucking China. I thought they didn't let our shit in.
It hasn't been until like 2021, I'd say, because that's when Marvel used to make so much money until right after Endgame, and then China started getting really strict and stopped taking a lot of our stuff. They were very choosy.
In Marvel's case,
it's only the last 5 or 6 years.
In Marvel's case, it would be censored for different reasons for something like Harry Potter because, like, the American propaganda within so much of it, literal.
You mean Captain America's not?
We grew up with a lot of bootlicking propaganda. I actually mentioned that today in the Discord and it was people in our Discord talking about Harry Potter. And I was basically like, Harry Potter laid the foundation where it's like, then we watched Parks and Rec and Hamilton and all this stuff. And it was like, even Hunger Games, it's like, almost like it's like, this is a real thing, but it's like, oh, that'd be, it's like, we didn't have enough things like Marie Antoinette's where they're just like guillotining these motherfuckers kind of thing, like, it's very interesting. Like,
true.
Maybe
weird.
We should.
Like, yeah, in hindsight's 2020,
Maybe
we never would have at the time. Like, no one's noticing that. I mean, there's probably some fucking cool like hipster kind of stuck up New York writer that was pointing this out. But
absolutely. But none of us really knew. Like, and I think that that's what part of, to be honest, writing in this beat becomes a little bit difficult because there have been times where, I'll reference something I love, and then someone maybe a little bit younger than me, or even just a little bit, just more knowledgeable than I, is like, oh, hey, actually, did you know that this thing, comes from this source? And I'm like, oh no.
That's why I like that most of our stuff is in talkie form, so I can just kind of backtrack it right away. Like the words, like, you look at that like 5 years later, I'm like, fuck.
You can edit it out.
And you can edit it out.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
It happens.
Even though, like, during that, they were like, because we brought up Harry Potter. It was like in our second, our Hunter was listening to like our second episode. I'm like, fuck, I don't even want to, like, the idea of how many things have changed, like what we could have said in there that my feelings would be different on now. And that's like not even a year ago.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, if that was written some, like, you could, like, 3 years from now, you could pull it up and be like, look at this guy, and it's like,
an interesting
like,
thing
that's tough.
An interesting thing that Fred's been been bringing up in his press cycle that he's doing right now is the origin of the one lyric that says whore in it and how it's about a man.
Oh, how about it being a guy? That was a bar on when he in our interview, when he's like, did you know it's about a guy? No.
You're like,
no.
I have to find he said it to me in an email, not in the interview, because I was like curious about what kinds of things I could or could not talk about. No matter who I'm interviewing, I'm going to give them that like grace period of, can you tell me what topics to avoid or stuff that you might want to focus on instead of whatever's in the news, etc. In Fred's case, he was pretty open, but he misunderstood me when I asked if touching on misogyny, because it's hugely a part of the band's history, was okay to talk about plainly. I'm not sure if I don't know if any other women have interviewed him besides myself. Amanda, were you in the interview with Rob? I think it was just Rob.
No,
I was not.
No,
in
and
that.
I specifically
in
my head was like, it's better. I was thinking, I'm like, I don't want Amanda getting tied to this. Like, it's better. Like,
I think I was.
I was on a work trip.
It's a sticky spot. But I think only other person. No one else did, because he did CD burners and he did the social clubs, but he only did it with Homie.
Oh, yeah. So I was the only woman that interviewed.
You're the only woman.
Wow. Okay.
That's a weird
flex.
A nice flex to have.
That's wild. Yeah, you were the only one in there.
I had the balls to do it, to be honest. It was kind of scary.
I'm glad you did.
But it wasn't scary after. Fred, if you're watching, hi, that's oomph now. But anyway.
Fred's a sweet. Fred was a fucking sweetheart.
Because of the band's history, I was like, I might bring this up, but please let me know if that's off limits. And like in the email, I'll have to send you the screenshot. He says, that's about a man, like with the same inflection that you were just saying. I was like, that is not at all what I was talking about, brother.
Damn, I didn't even, I've never even thought about giving people the option of having subjects off limits.
I kind of, I just feel like it's, you just never know, what people do or do not want to talk about. I like interviewing my friends, but I also have a hard time interviewing my friends for that reason, because I might like start talking about some stuff and then like, ooh, I'm going to paraphrase this in the article later. Sorry about that, brother. I did not mean that, but he was really cool about it, and he was open to the discussion when he realized that I meant something a little more nuanced, which was the band's inherent history with it. And also his comments about Paramore, which are still, please don't unfollow me, but still kind of weird. But, I don't understand what he's trying to say with that either. That's where he kind of loses me.
I got it.
Yeah,
in the sense that like it's you're a high school football player, and you and someone else on the team start playing at the same time, and you're the same and you have the same opportunities, you get the same scholarship, but that guy goes on to the pros and you're driving truck or something like that. Basically, it's like we had a chance to be that. Or, at least at the time, it felt like that kind of thing. And, like, there's, like, an anger associated with it, where it's very much what he was real about, where he's just
I see.
like I'm watching her talking about buying a house, and I'm over here like, fuck, like I gotta pay my Netflix. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I get
Okay.
that. I get it.
Yeah.
Like I don't think
He
I don't think it's healthy to feel that all the time, or it's handled
Comparison.
addressed. Which I mean, I think he's also addressing it to stir shit and to like get views. Like
it's a little bit of both. And he does admit that some of it is clickbait. Like he'll say,
"Oh yeah," and when I talked to him too, because like I commented on his, because people just kept sending it to me, and I commented was like,
I did the same thing. I did the same exact thing. That's how I got the interview.
Yeah. And he DM'd me, and I was like, let's fucking cook. And he's like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do we do this in person? Do we do it there? Like, whatever will make the best content, brother. You know? And I'm like,
That's
okay,
crazy.
this guy's like, I thought we were gonna go at it. Like, I was going in there planning on like we were gonna fucking fight.
I didn't think we would agree on anything. I was like, I am not gonna know how to talk to this guy. J School is not going to prepare me at all for this. I've had like ethics classes and junk, but like I still am not gonna know how to handle. I knew how to handle it. It was fine. What surprised me though, and I'm kind of proud of all of us for like getting the story while we did, because immediately after he started sharing clips of the music that's been done.
Yeah. Exactly.
When I interviewed him, I told him, because he's like, I have them on an iPod. I can't get these off an iPod.
What?
I was like, I know someone who can. I was like, my guy Scott's Records could do that. And he's like, you know Scott? I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, I know Scott. And I emailed him and Scott got on it right away. Like, and I was like, shit. I was like, are we gonna be responsible for like the deluxe edition of fucking Rotation? Like,
Amanda, this means Rob is the secret order for Cute Is What We Aim For.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
Don't put that on me.
The secret order.
That's my karma for fucking calling you Ellen DeGeneres.
Yes.
That is your karma. Yes.
Okay,
that is your karma. You are the secret order.
Wait, I should bring up the secret order while we're here, because I have so many thoughts. There was another...
Wait, what are your thoughts?
Shout out the knife trick girl.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there's so much more, Rob, since you and I last spoke.
Yeah, there's more.
Even within the last couple hours, right? Another CD was found in Boston.
Wait, since we've been on here?
No, like right before we got on.
Boston?
There was a CD found in
I didn't
Boston,
see that yet.
I think. Please don't come at me if I'm wrong with your pitchforks. You guys can be kind of scary sometimes. Love the Fall Out Boy fans.
Get on Twitter right now.
Love the Fall Out Boy fans, but you also scare me a little. I am one of you.
I'm scared.
They also slightly terrify me.
Yes, we are them.
Yes, they did.
They scare us. Yeah, it was found in Boston, and then it had Of All the Gin Joints in All the World. So there was a new track added to the demos, because it initially ended, every single CD until today ended with Get Me to a Hospital. And what really trips me up, I was talking to someone this morning about it, and we kind of had come to the same agreement where we thought maybe someone in the band or the team had passed the demos off to the kids to pass it around. However,
that's what I thought.
Now that new stuff is being added, I think they're lying to us. And I think it's really just the band. How would they find our address? It looks like someone in
Columbus, too.
Oh, shit.
Someone said Columbus, too. 8 out of 10.
That's that was another one that I saw, was 8 out of 10. And I think both of the CDs today had Of All the Gin Joints in All the World, which is interesting, because I think weren't there snippets of it in some of the other demo songs, like a verse here or a chorus there?
Yes.
That were going to be used for other things but wound up being gin joints?
Yes.
That's what I thought.
See? Stereo is one of them. Stereo is one of them. It has the beginning of it, and I was like,
yes.
It is so good. I was like, wait,
favorite
that's
demo.
Of All the Gin Joints.
Yes.
And then I still go with, I still love I love Hand of God, but now I'm like, I don't know. Now that I hear we don't take hits, we write them in real time, and not like a crappy
not the crunchy 2 decibels
audio like recording.
Yes.
Yeah, so terrible.
We're talking. You don't think it's a little weirdly coincidental that someone that we meet with a few weeks before these is so eagerly to show us demos from that era, and then 3 weeks later they come out? I think this was maybe in the works for a while by the
I have to wonder, because there's no way.
Think the same thing.
And like all the people that I know who have gotten them are people who usually get stuff. And not to toot my own horn, but I am also a person who gets these things often. I mean, that's why you follow me in the first place. I love getting Fall Out Boy surprise mail. And if it was, my biggest issue with it not being Fall Out Boy is why do you know where we live? I don't like that.
It's a good point. Yeah.
I hate it. It's a good
point.
Like, what?
someone said it was like someone from the OG fan club. Again, I don't know if
still
that's
don't
the
buy
case.
that because how would they get our address?
Yeah, because like so Rob, to catch you up, additional metadata was found or added.
It's like liner notes, basically.
Liner notes and like some more another like comment on the archive.org, basically saying
we're not Fall Out Boy.
We're not Fall Out Boy. We've taken this too far. We just want it. Like we were having so much fun with it. We started writing like the band. Blah blah blah.
He's so good at pro wrestling. He is so good at wrestling.
And I was
it's just like what's real, what's fake. You don't really know.
He's an expert.
Can someone write that well as?
That guy. That Fall Out Boy should be. That's the real Gaslight Anthem band.
Yes, he's a Gemini. Of course, he's a freaking.
And then then a YouTube channel popped up called FOB Demo.
Yes,
and it's not there anymore. But apparently,
wait, they took it down.
No, it's there was a post that had a link to a Google Drive.
Oh yeah,
and if you clicked on it, requested accesses, and I guess there's a text file in it that I put it on one of my videos, and basically there's a bunch of different capital letters to spell it infinity.
Yeah, I do know that part, but
they say go like look beyond under the cork trees, go higher.
And there's like sheep,
and I was like,
sheep wings or whatever was
sheep wings, and I was like, oh,
Keith Franklin
are
mentioned.
we doing something with? Yeah, are we doing a Infinity on High thing, which to me makes sense because, guys, we're past we're past the cork tree now.
It's
coming up 2007, January 07, right?
February 5th.
However, if they do want to slip one of the Cork Tree demo CDs into my mailbox, we have not heard Sophomore Slump, and I'm just saying.
I mean, I
want to hear what I want
every day.
I want the Infinity on High era shit. I want the fuck. Do these exist? I want the Babyface reference tracks.
Oh shit!
There's gotta be.
I want that so bad.
Get Scarlett on that. Scarlett deserves that. She needs to be the one who receives that in the mail.
Let's write down Scarlett's alley.
Yeah, exactly. Get her on the phone right now. Hey.
Scarlett.
Yeah.
She's gonna answer doing the
film.
Yeah, she'll have the air horn.
Yeah, right.
She's got like
that's
Scarlett's really loud.
I just feel like there's more. There's just more that's happening.
Think they're that fuck ass reaction image where it's this man just lied to you and it's just Pete Wentz's face. This man and just always lied Pete to Wentz. You.
Yeah.
You guys like it,
St. Patrick's.
Yes, we do.
I do.
You guys like it.
It's
St. Patrick's Day is going to be
and that's crazy because I love whatever is wrong with all of us because everyone has figured out that the date 3/17, like reverse, looks like the word lie. So everyone is saying Sophomore Slump. And again, I'm saying if anyone wants to slip a demo CD with Sophomore Slump into my mailbox, it's right over there. I'll look.
You're like, get it
Come
over
on
there.
Now. I'm hopping on a call with the guys in the Academies this week for Noise Magazine.
I was gonna say, I feel like that's your sort. I feel like you have the direct line there.
I could just. What if you just called Taylor up? No, I'm not gonna do that. But Rob's like,
good, you good,
good, but I'm not going to. But no, I think that it's crazy that this is happening, and I think it's them. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe that's my tinfoil hat moment, but.
I don't know. Even the writing on the CDs as of late, that looks just like Patrick's
and like, is someone
handwriting.
just really good at copying Patrick's handwriting?
Or even copying Pete Wentz in the way he writes. I mean, I know we've all read his live journal entries to like death. That doesn't mean I could necessarily like.
Right. What's interesting is that people are saying it's too good, but that's probably the point. Because, Amanda, I'm sure you recall the Secret Order was kind of a conduit between the band and the fans at the time when it was an initial thing. So they did have a certain level of involvement back then, but this time it feels more direct.
It does.
I'm just saying, I just don't know how they found our addresses. And if it's not them and they found our addresses, I'm a little scared.
Yeah, unless it's like all I could think of is if it's part of one of the fan projects, people have mailed stuff to each other before.
But not to the people who've gotten it.
Not to the people that are getting it. That's
sorry.
a good point.
Sorry to name drop my friend Alex Tor. Alex Tor is not mailing stuff for the So Much for Stardust seashell project. Like, they're getting like the seashell in the mail from Fall Out Boy. They're not. And that's another thing is it's often the people who get the stuff like the seashells and the postcards and the all that kinds of stuff. So I'm on to you guys.
Yeah, I still think it's them at the end of the day.
Me
I just
too.
don't think that. So I'm eager to find out.
I'm gonna go check when we get off this call, I'm gonna check my mailbox. I'm gonna be
I check it every day. I'm like, I'm not gonna get one.
I'm gonna look at my
it.
peephole every single day, like, mailman.
I wish I lived in a major like city or like a city that has like the potential of being somewhere they would drop a CD.
But they have also been showing up in bumfuck nowhere, which is what's confusing me. There was one.
Where else did they show? I mean, I know they're outside of Austin.
That's what I'm talking about. Just a super
Austin, but I figured they did that because
Austin,
of like
we have a problem.
Austin,
yeah,
of
course. Yeah, that was exactly it.
So I figured that was it.
But I'm also, I don't buy the theory that it's not the band. I think that also by saying, "Oh, it's not us. Sorry, we're not Fall Out Boy," like that just kind of tells on yourself. What do they think we were gonna think? Yeah,
pretty well done.
Yeah, it's true.
Well done.
I would be slightly horrified. Please don't dox me. Oh my god! If you're not Pete Wentz, please no, stay away.
Yeah, stay away. You don't need my address if you're not Pete Wentz.
Exactly. Solid rule.
I'm not allowed to get my address on the show anymore.
Anymore? What happened last time?
Yeah, I think I'm pretty sure. I don't. I put it in the Discord one time and I got yelled at.
Oh wait, you actually did? I thought that was just a bit.
No. Yeah, I don't care.
Oh,
I've had like back in the day before I like posted mainly music stuff. Someone commented one time.
That's crazy.
And they told me to get out of LA. I told them where I lived. I was like, fucking square up, homie. Come through. Like, like I was like, I'm on the corner of fucking Victory and Topanga. Let's go. Come through right now.
Oh,
like,
bless.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Like,
that's crazy.
It's different when you're a girl, but like anyone that, yeah.
You beat me to it. I was literally just gonna say, "Oh, to be a white man." I'd probably
Like anyone, like you have to bring a fucking gun, like and if they do that, then it's like fucking bless you, brother. I'm tired.
The reaction, the reaction from me and Amanda were like, "What? We could never do that." Must be nice.
I'll dox myself,
unless it was another woman and we were like exchanging something.
That's true.
Like that's the only time it's ever happened. Like Fall Out Boy related. We were like
Facebook Marketplace exchanges, stuff like that.
Ugh, that's so dodgy.
I mean, I got my dog on Craigslist and I didn't die.
There we go.
Yeah, he was $250. He's a good dog. Kind of little shit sometimes, but you know, it's fine. He's 10 pounds. He can get away with it.
There's a lot of trafficking on Craigslist still too, yeah.
Whoa, that was a huge leap from I got my dog on
Well, it's
Craigslist.
the purchase of a thing, like it's the same
dog
concept. There's levels of the goodness here.
Wait, so I trafficked my Chiweenie from a farm in the middle of the desert?
I think trafficking has to cross state lines. I don't know the specifics.
No, it didn't. We did not cross state lines.
Okay, then you're
went
good.
To the desert.
Yeah, I don't know.
We went to the desert. I forget where, like up in the a little bit past San Diego, like way out. Not Ramona, but like the actual desert areas.
Like El Centro area?
Yeah, like way out in the boonies, dude. Like nothing there. Yeah. He was just raised on a farm. He was super cute little guy.
Sweet pup.
And then I gave the guy sent his sister out to give him to me, which I was grateful for because it was pretty obvious that I was a woman. My dad was with me, so it'd been fun. But
yeah,
he handed me the puppy. She handed me the puppy. I gave her the cash. That was it.
Nice.
Didn't get scanned.
No, there's nice people on Craigslist.
Yes. Now I'm going to tell people I trafficked my dog, though.
Yeah.
It's a good story. It's a good story starter.
Like, that's crazy.
It's a good headline.
It's like the Wayfair conspiracies, except it's a puppy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
You order a bookshelf 100%. And you get a Chiweenie puppy instead.
Yeah. I ordered a lot of Wayfair stuff. There was no dogs or kids or any of that shit. So those people are full of shit.
Yeah.
The desk here is Wayfair, and all it is like falling apart. That sucks. But
Wayfair,
all the stuff I got from Wayfair was just meh.
Yeah. Fucking particle board. That sucks.
Yeah. My particle board from IKEA lasts much longer.
Me too. Especially when you know what to get from IKEA. Like, you have to go in there and you have to like touch the displays and see what's made out of the shitty cheap shit. And then what's made out of the better quality material.
Yeah, Agreed. I'd be making that mistake and buying things online like that.
Buying furniture blind is crazy.
Yeah.
It's okay. The pandemic years were rough. We all kind of had to do that.
I have done it myself.
Yeah.
I get it. Yeah.
the pandemic years are rough, I say, with sinus pressure. That's only slowly going away.
Yeah, that hope is
as long as there's not,
I know.
As long as there's not like a worm in any of these, in any of my snot in my nose, I'm okay with it. Like RFK and the worm in his brain.
Yeah, he's the only guy who has worms in his brain.
As long as he didn't pass that to me, I'm fine.
He probably got it from eating bear.
Or drinking that raw milk.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
That's disgusting.
Everything he does.
Gross.
Just makes me so...
human
I feel for him
egg,
because he has that thing. The never nude thing. Like, that's an insecurity that's tough to come around. I get it, but...
Yeah.
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 But you're also... There's just no... I know.
I know.
I think that he's one of those interesting figures, and we see this in music, too, where people just grift.
Yeah. Top shelf grifting, yeah.
Right. Like, they start off as...
Our president is the master grifter.
Democratic candidates, and then they run for Republican bill on the Republican side when it makes them more money.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you were going to get into grifting, what kind of grifting would you do?
I would probably choose a field of work that makes more money. Because ours makes $0.00 most of the time.
Yeah,
which is kind of the primary reason. That's the primary reason most people grift. In our case, it would probably be I would focus on K-pop media and go that route because that would make like a shitload of money right now. And then when that trend dies, I'll just see what comes next and go there.
That's a good angle.
Yeah.
I'd grift something with fitness.
Oh, that's smart. Because that's kind of evergreen.
Anonymous. We're going to have all K-poppers.
There you go. And then a fitness
My
guru.
sister keeps telling me I'm going to be, fitness guru. My sister keeps telling me I'm going to eventually become a K-pop fanatic. It's a pipeline. I said,
it hasn't happened to me yet either. It's not going to happen.
I've missed the boat, Amy. I was like, I'm 40 years old. Yep. I was like, that music, I think, is just not like my 4-year-old loves it. My 10-year-old loves it. I think not that I don't love the same music that they like. I don't know.
You respect it, but it's not really yours. And
it's not mine.
The thing is, I think I did get the last boat out of Nom in a way with boy bands because I was a huge One Direction stan. I have an old school One Direction clock over there. Rest in peace, Liam. But the thing is, I think the kids are really into these K-pop bands because they don't have that kind of magic with the Western boy bands or even the Western girl groups anymore. There's no...
And none of them their age or close to their age. They're all our age.
There's no TLC.
The ones making money.
There's no Destiny's Child. There's no even Little Mix or Fifth Harmony. Nothing to look up to. But in Korea, they've realized there's a huge market for that. So that's coming over here.
Yep. And now... And they're, we're more open to.
It's kind of like, isn't it kind of like government propaganda?
I think not really the stuff that gets. I might be a little ignorant on this.
It's like state funded, right?
Yeah.
Some
we're hesitating. We're both hesitating.
Yeah.
Some
of it is. I mean, yeah. I was trying to think of the Cat's Eye stuff, which is
maybe not in the way that you're initially thinking. It's less overt than our Captain America.
Yeah. But it's more so. It's less. It's more so just like
right.
Let's.
It's a good
introduce
economic
you to our culture. We're great. We're the best.
It's a good economic funnel, really, for everyone involved. I had like I had like a week of study in my Intro to Media Studies class about K-pop, which was actually really fun. Because I didn't know that much about it.
That would be.
Because Amanda, like you were saying, our age group, like there are some people our age who are really, really into it, but then some of us just like we didn't get it. And I think for me at least, like I said, it was just because I had other boy bands. I had the
girl groups.
NSYNC, I had the NSYNC and the One Direction and the Little Mix and stuff like that.
I like that One Direction record.
Of
4, that one.
I was gonna. I almost said 4. Yes, it does have bangers on it.
It's very derivative. but like it's really good gateway music, I think.
I agree. They made really, really good pop music. Like, unironically,
it's really good pop rock.
I think
very influences are very on the sleeve, like obnoxiously.
Oh yeah.
But like I don't think that's a problem given like what it was.
No. And for me specifically, I kind of had to rebel in the opposite way of most people because like my parents listen to really heavy music around the house all the time.
Yeah.
And my mom also really loved rap music. She still does. She went to a Cypress Hill show a couple years ago. So really wide taste there. My mom's way cooler than me. My dad's way cooler.
Your mom's smoking weed too?
Not these days. She had to stop a while ago because it was hurting her lungs.
I was gonna say the Cypress Hill show. Damn.
She actually got offered a hit of someone's joint at the show. She politely declined, and the singer was
she's like, I still got that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the one guy was like looking at one of the vocalists looking at her like, what? That's crazy because he's probably never seen anyone decline a hit at his show before. But
yeah, probably not.
And also, my mom knew all the words, so he's probably doubly shocked. Like, what? But as a result, I kind of had to find my own way, and so I stuck to the cheesy poser music. Sorry to Fall Out Boy, but that's what we would have been seen as in my parents' eyes. My mom loves Fall Out Boy though.
Yeah.
She really does.
Oh yeah, that would have been straight
Oh
bubblegum
yeah.
shit.
Oh yeah, no. But
that's dope.
She loves them now.
They were on like Teen Beat and J14.
They really were.
Like, let's not play. Like, let's
they really were. So compared to what they were listening to, cheesy little poser teeny bopper bands. But then I kind of dabbled into pop music for a while. Which is really funny for a kid to have to be like, no, Mom, I like Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
But
like
I kind of
hiding your fucking
the Disney
Katy Perry
Channel.
record.
Yeah, the Disney Channel trope of basketball is your dream, Dad. High school.
Right, yeah.
Okay, Troy Bolton. My God.
Wow.
But they were supportive when I would explore like different avenues, which is good because I think
that is good.
There's a huge correlation with like the comfort levels that people feel within their personalities and the things they were allowed to look into in music and art and TV and all that.
Agreed. Yeah.
As cheeseball as that is.
Yeah. That is relevant.
So
we've hit the 2-hour mark.
I didn't even notice that until now.
That's what happens. There's people every now and then where I'm like, yeah, this is gonna go. This is
we just keep talking.
Yeah, well, there's certain
fine.
people
It
I'm
just
just
makes
like, okay,
I mean,
people are like slightly the homies, or if I could tell they're the homies or something like that.
Yeah,
like,
that's
like,
exactly my point. Is that like, that's the thing that makes it hard to interview friends because you just
keep talking,
riffing off. Yep. Absolutely. But it is late.
I like it though. I think this format at its purest.
It is late for me.
People want to be like. People want to like it's like voyeuristic, you know. You want to be in the room while people are talking, you know.
Yeah, I agree. And I think that's kind of how I conduct my interviews too. So I probably accidentally. It's hard when you're the interviewer being interviewed without trying to have a little bit of the.
Like it.
It's so weird. The only other person who's interviewed me is Scarlett, and we just talked about Fall Out Boy for an hour.
Yeah, you bring me on your show. I'm gonna feel like halfway through. I'm like, should I be leading? Like, do you want me to take over here? Like, you know, like I wouldn't ask that question. You know, like fuck.
No, I wouldn't ask it. I'd be thinking in the back of my mind, but I wouldn't ask it.
Right. Yeah.
But thanks for having me on, you guys.
Yeah, fun. I'm really happy that you came on.
Yeah, of course.
This has been awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Be sure to only keep parts that don't make any sense. And edit out
all what Rob does.
The more helpful statements that I've made throughout this conversation. Sponsored by over-the-counter cold medicine. And
shout out promethazine.
Hell yeah, and Benadryl. Hell yeah. Gonna see the
shout
Hat Man.
Shout out the Hat Man. Yeah, shout out the Hat Man. That boy be wild.
And my daily dose of stimulants, prescription stimulants.
Shout out 30 milligram Adderall.
10
generic.
for me.
Wow.
Extended release.
Beautiful.
One time, fucked up. I'm gonna tell you anyways because this ties into you.
Go
One
ahead.
time, I was driving. My buddy Zach was in town, and we went to a baseball game in Anaheim.
Oh my
and
God.
we were like, we should go to the Oilers play the Sharks in San Jose tomorrow. We should go. And they gave me extended release Adderall, which I'd never had before. And it was like the beads in there. And we were total degenerates. We were like trying to crush them up to snort them. And I drove to San Jose that next day, like fucking locked
all the way
in.
up here?
We went to the game. And then after the game, we're asking people, because like we're, like, and we're like, where do we go to party? And they're like, San Francisco. And we drove to San Francisco.
Crazy.
And San Francisco's not like LA or San Diego. Like in San Diego, there's like a couple streets, neighborhoods where it's clear, like this is where the party's at. Like this is, we didn't know. We drove around like jackasses. Couldn't find anything to do. I went to book a hotel. I booked a hotel on hotels.com.
In the
hotel I
Tenderloin?
booked was in the fucking Tenderloin. And it was like a dorm style shared bathroom thing. And we're like, fuck this. We drove across the bridge a couple times, both bridges, trying to figure out shit to do. Went up staying in this dumpy ass motor in like the industrial part of Oakland, right on the other side of the bridge.
Oh, good food there.
I haven't been back to the Bay since.
You should try it again.
Good reason.
I'm sure there's really good food.
Don't give me any of your extended release Adderall if I do that.
Nah, don't do it. You know what my extended release Adderall makes me do? Sometimes it makes me respond to an email. Sometimes.
I'll respond to every fucking email that ever existed if they gave me that.
I used to say that about like party stimulants, but I think I should probably not experiment and try it and see if it works. I used to be
can't experiment with cocaine anymore, no.
No, I shouldn't do that because I probably wouldn't have the effect that I like to joke that it would have. I don't think that I would clean my room. I think I should just use my doctor prescribed safe medication that I take at the same time every day and leave it at that.
Cocaine, don't recommend in 2026.
Don't do it. Yeah. Bring back the DARE program, you guys.
Why has that ever stopped?
Yeah. I was traumatized with that every 15 minutes thing where they like fake killed some of the students who were popular. I was not popular. I played Magic the Gathering at a comic book store every week.
They didn't kill you?
No. Nobody would have cared.
Oh.
I just feel like they should make every kid watch Requiem for a Dream, and any of those scenes where you see the hole in his arm, that was enough for me to be like, I'm never
Oh, the ass to ass scene. That fucked me up. He loses his arm. I watched that.
No,
I mentioned watching The Twilight for a week. One of the movies I also watched during that time frame was Requiem for a Dream. And I watched it.
Crazy.
And like it was one of those where my roommate didn't watch it with me. He watched like the first time. He's like, we can't do this every night.
Yeah, because that's crazy. Why would you do that?
That movie was hard for me to get through.
He don't like money though. He likes girls.
Oh,
it's
God.
like fucking
No.
And now that guy runs a cult, so
my mom's
he sure does.
My mom's movie that's like that for her that scarred her was I think Saturday Night Fever. She was like permanently scarred from that movie. Freaked her out.
John Travolta, too much John Travolta?
Yeah, I think it was that, right?
In tight pants, that makes sense.
I think it was that one. I just think, was it that one? It might have been somewhere else. There was like something with the scene that was really jarring. Guy like falls up. It might not have been that. She also makes fun of Saturday Night Fever, so I think I just confused the two. But there was one film, like a guy falls off a building from that period. But she does just roast Saturday Night Fever. This is the ADHD life is. I know this very niche media reference and I can describe it in great detail, but I cannot think of the name. So I'm going to force all of my friends to remember the names of things for me instead by playing like twisted, goofy ass charades and saying, here is this very detailed description of this niche thing. Help.
Yep. Figure it out.
And that's that. Oh, no, it was, hold on. I think I almost got the name right, but hold on. This is going to be a really easy Google. It was was it Saturday Night Lights? Yes.
Could have.
Saturday Night, what, I think? No, I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't recall what it was.
I don't know.
It was something among that time. Sorry if I sound really stupid right now, you guys. I promise there's a point here.
No, you're fine.
But my mom had a movie in the 80s that traumatized the shit out of her. She still thinks of it to this very day. So to prove Rob's point,
there's a lot of movies in the 80s that could have do that too.
Many such cases.
We're kind of dark.
And especially because you gotta think like my grandma and her husband, who's my mom's stepdad, they were hippies in like the very traditional sense. So she was already getting traumatized by like the nudity in the house and shit. So like, it was already like a rough time.
That's a rough time.
Hogs were bigger then too, yeah.
Oh my gosh, Rob, how about that?
Don't want to think about my grandpa's hog. You were trying to get me to think about my dad's.
Yeah.
This is some Freudian
I
shit.
didn't mention,
This is some
I didn't mention your dad's penis.
This is some anti-Freudian shit. Yeah, but like you were trying to get me to call my dad hot. So it's like,
I wasn't trying to get you to call. I was just asking for a...
That was two sides. Now you're gaslighting. You were trying to... Two sides of the same coin. That's messed up.
This is what happens when you get to this far in the conversation.
Right, yeah.
Now Rob's gaslighting.
This ain't my first one. I was just telling you I used to hang out at a comic book store. You think I can't... think I can't hang? That's crazy. I used to get grown men with neck beards really mad when I would just troll them in Magic the Gathering. I'd use the dumbest card on the planet to win. I was reminded last week by my best friend from high school. He said, do you remember we like won the tournament that one night? And I was like, we did? Yeah, we got to the final round and I was the only one who beat you. You kept using your Pegasus card to beat all the dudes with neck beards. And they were pissed.
Sick.
And I was like,
shout out Pegasus card.
Don't remember doing that. I was 17. But you know what? I'd do it again.
Deserve it.
Yeah.
I'd do it again. Like very GameStop-y kind of dudes.
That sounds about right.
Derogatory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've met quite a few of them in my day.
And I'll do it again. I just bought a new deck of Magic the Gathering cards. I am trying to start up like an online virtual Magic the Gathering group. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to make it happen somehow.
There's definitely ways to do that, like through like Discord and stuff like that. You could play with that. Yeah,
some sort
100%.
of video call service.
Yeah, we did that with D&D. I know that doesn't have like cards necessarily, but we still made it work.
And you all have D&D is arguably a much more complicated setup.
Yeah,
with Magic,
the dungeon master would like share the screen of like the map and stuff. So like
that's a lot.
Yeah.
So that sounds like way more complicated than Magic the Gathering. And the only thing that would make it kind of hard, I mean, they probably do it like the Pokemon trading card game. So I might see like what models I can look into. But if anyone who's watching is down to do some nerd shit, I'm down to do some nerd shit.
You hear wild magic overlap, actually, yeah.
Really? I'm sure.
Yeah.
That makes
I've learned more about Magic the Gathering and Dungeons and Dragons and anime and shit
from
the show than I have in my and Pokemon than I've ever heard in my entire life. Yeah.
I just caught a shiny Pikachu with an event hat in Pokemon Go today. I also caught a Mewtwo today.
Lucky. Wait, did you get the event pass? Sorry, I played Pokemon
I did
Go
get the event pass because
I didn't get
he
it.
leaves.
Okay.
He leaves the room.
My husband got it, but I did not get it because he's like, I won my Articuno and my Moltres, and I won a Mewtwo. And I
mean, you didn't need the pass to get Mewtwo before any of the freaking nerds with neck beards in the comments are like, these girls don't know what they're talking about. You didn't need the event pass to get Mewtwo. Shut up. I'm just kidding.
Shut up. I'm still working through my Go pass. Come on now.
But yes, I did catch Mewtwo, and it was very satisfying.
That's awesome. Ugh. I have so when we started playing early on, I had like a Shundo Mewtwo on my old account. But then my husband and I got into spoofing, and my ass made a mistake of spoofing all the way at Disney World, and you have to respect the cooldown periods.
Right.
And I did not respect it, and they outright disbanded my account.
That's horrible.
So I had to start all from scratch.
You got banned from Pokemon Go?
Don't talk to me about it, Rob.
Headline. That's the headline for this episode. Amanda gets banned from Pokemon
like
Go.
Jeffrey Epstein was banned from Xbox Live?
But also
I had to use like a different email address and stuff, and it sucked. I was like,
They also had to...
I mean, I did cheat, I guess.
What is spoofing?
So there's a third-party app you can like download where you can, and it'll like overplay over your Pokemon Go, and you can basically jump to different locations all around the world. So we would go to Zaragoza, Spain, because it has an insane amount of Pokemon stops, like you can't even believe. And I would just create a route, and you could create a route, and it would just circle it and just collect with my gotcha. It would just keep collecting.
You were VPNing on Pokemon Go?
Oh yeah, yes.
Amanda
and there was like a bunch of people
She was cheating.
I don't know
on
if this is like
Pokemon
really
Go.
nerdy or if this is like really unethical.
It's
I
both.
like
It was.
you're like
Think
you're being like the
about
mean one.
LimeWire.
You're like the
Potato
bankers,
Los
like
Dos.
fucking running the stock market.
She's
here.
the Robin
like,
Hood
damn.
Look.
She's the Robin Hood
Yes.
of nerd shit.
Right?
Yes,
Like, I'm
and
like,
especially
like,
and the
badass
more that
guy.
the more they have like updated the app where it's so pay to play now
That is.
to get some of the stuff like
I
they
think-
like the
aren't they-
radius like to get things. It's just,
Aren't they
it's
under the
insane.
same umbrella company as Monopoly Go, which I just had to delete off of my phone because my ADHD was
Niantic,
having me
mhm.
spend money.
Yeah, Niantic is
Real
terrible
human
about like, the whole
dollars.
spending money.
Embarrassing.
Yeah.
I'm not proud of it.
Yeah,
I'm not.
no,
How much money did you
I've-
spend on Monopoly Go?
I don't know. I mean, there are microtransactions, so probably not that much.
don't ask me how much I spent on Pokemon Go.
Probably like $50.
There's
That's
a-
$50 too much.
Oh no, we would get like the $100 like.
This is a
So,
fucking
like-
intervention now.
I don't do it now. That was like pre my second child, so that was like 5 years ago at best.
For me, I have
don't do
no
it now.
excuse. Well, yes, I
no,
do.
Yeah, I was like,
Yes, I do. My disability when I'm not taking my medication. That's my excuse. God damn it.
see? There you go. Yeah, take the meds,
gonna
guys.
start a
You don't
thread.
spend money on Pokemon
Rob
Go.
Laffoon is ableist. A threat. Here's why.
Well done. Well played.
He was shaming. Got shamed live on camera.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Like,
Fucked up.
says the girl who's been canceled on Twitter.com. Oh man,
That's
That was
okay.
really dumb.
It's a point of pride.
many such
Yes.
cases. But anyways, I digress.
Yeah.
I
One
deserve that though.
time when Pokemon Go like started,
Oh,
I
yeah.
played it for like the first 2 weeks, and then my friends passed me, and it wasn't like fucking fun anymore because I wasn't the best at it. And I remember I lived right next to the Van Nuys jail here. Shout out the Van Nuys jail and courthouse. And I remember seeing like we're all walking around playing Pokemon Go, and these like 3 dudes like in the sweatsuits with like their bag of their stuff, and it's like you're only going in Van Nuys jail for like a week at most, and it's like
Right?
these guys are kind of like wondering what's going on. I'm like, I can't imagine this world where you go to jail and you come out like a week later,
These
and everyone is
nerds.
just hunting for fucking Pokemon. You're like, what the fuck is going on? Like
What a
I just
wild world to live
seen
in.
them outside the gas, and like kind of, and I remember just being like, yo, these
Yeah.
guys, like, you guys have no idea what's going on. do
Getting the
you?
getting
Like,
the curveball in there. And...
right? Yeah, they're just, oh my god, yeah, they must
Damn
have
those curveballs.
so confused. Yeah, I mean, they had other stuff on their mind too, probably, impending court
But I would
cases.
also be confused by a bunch
Unless,
of random people in the park.
imagine
Yeah.
like waking up from a coma to the world we live in now. I mean, that'd be rough.
It'd be wild.
It'd be really
Yeah,
wild.
How long is this coma? We talking about 20 years? Because
I would
be
even
insane.
suffice to say like 10.
10 years.
Right
is true.
before, how about right before the first Trump and Clinton campaign? So like, what was that, 11 years ago?
I would
Yeah.
legitimately kill myself, I think. Like, not even
Yeah.
exaggerating. Like, if I woke up, like, after, like, falling asleep, and it's like, yeah, like, Obama was the
Obama
president. Like, what we got going on now? Like, yeah, like, we probably
we have
the drone
flying
strike thing
cars?
probably-
No.
Yeah, like, and it's
No,
like,
no.
no.
We have World War
We
III,
got,
but
Way-
not
we
flying
got
cars.
Waymos and another oil war.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
another oil war.
Shout out, yeah. Shout out Never Ending Oil Wars.
God damn.
Yeah, gotta love the
Oil,
history just repeats itself.
land, and religion. The war
Yep.
starters. Hate to see it.
Every time.
But Pokemon Go, guys.
I was gonna say, well, I'm about to
Let's do it.
we're about to threaten to kill someone else again on accident. We gotta keep calm.
Again?
Boy, there was a way to stop these things.
Yeah. Just have a Nintendo and Game
The
Freak.
wrong Ayatollahs keep getting got.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
have the best way to make everyone get along for 5 minutes. Have Nintendo and Game Freak re-release a game that came out when we were children, and then we will
Yeah.
all just the most we'll argue over is who's trading the Ghastlies and the Haunters to get Gengar. Like
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Shout out Evie.
world peace, kumbaya.
It's true.
We're gonna stand in a circle, sing kumbaya. It's great.
Hey man, it's your boy Petty Hendrix, man. You tuned in to Emo Kid Anonymous. Check it out. You did.